are tonight's entertainment.
That's what she said.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup. Who's scruffy looking?
You're demoted.
Hello.
I think
we're
all pretty scruffy looking, to be honest.
Yeah, we are. Actually, yeah, we can't see Greg's scruff because he's hiding behind a mask.
Yeah.
I'm behind the mask.
Yeah,
It's better that way for
it's
everybody.
the man behind the mask. Well, Alice Cooper on it. There you go. All righty.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? You doing good, Rhino?
Yeah. Good. Doing well.
Good. Much stuff, Greg. You doing good?
I'm doing good. My Friday's got 1 hour freer now after the 7th episode of the boys. So great.
Yeah.
Got some time back.
Yeah. Yep.
It was at the final episode.
Nope.
It was for me.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
I see.
Hey, Matthias. Hey, Apollo is here.
Hey.
Hey, Teresa. How you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping by. We got
Beautiful Rose.
Yeah. Hello, Trey. What's up? And we got Baby Megatron, of course, Goo Goo Gaga. Oh, God. Debbie Lee's here. Hey, Debbie. Soul Assassin, Runner's here. Lord Vader. Yeah. What's up, Lord Vader?
A lot of the usual suspects.
Hey, Tim. What's up, man? Hey, Tim. And I'll go and bring in our guests for this evening. We have the lovely Mara Jade. Hello, Mara.
Hello. Just finished my stream and always going to jump on the Raging Geek Jedi show afterwards.
Glad you could be here. Glad you can make it.
And my pronouns are right there in my name. So.
Fun size.
Yeah.
Fun Size has got a new hairdo and it looks great.
Yeah.
It does.
New hair color.
Yeah, it looks great.
Goes well with the peach.
Well, I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
And hey, Tim, how you doing?
Doing great. I haven't had a haircut in almost 6 weeks. So
I get one next Tuesday, so my hair is like a mess right now. I was like, she's like, you're wearing a hat, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing a hat.
I just took to mine with the clippers because it was just getting way too long, and there's no like barbershop clutch. Yeah, shut and everything. I can work.
That's stupid.
Yeah, haircut date.
But like the problem is even after shaving it, like I've still got these little bits at the bottom back here, and I've still got like the little tufts in the side here. Fucking annoying as hell. Anyway,
Pick it.
enough about my stupid.
Yeah, Greg, that broke my heart when you sent that message on Twitter about the boys, man. It's like,
It's so.
now, do I want to start? Do I want to continue watching it? I'm like,
the start of the episode is so woke. People in the chat are like, "Yeah, it picked up. The second half was all right." The action in the second half there were some moments that are like, "Oh, that was pretty cool," but man, that first half is a direct shot at like-minded people. Like, basically, hey, if you use the term SJWs in any kind of thing, that means you are the equivalent of what Stormfront is, which is a fucking genocidal Nazi. Yeah. Which,
Jesus.
Sorry, stuff like that, so on the nose, so direct, and the beginning of the episode too, and it's not a huge spoiler because it doesn't really affect the plot, but they have this beginning part where this dude gets out of bed and he's this, basically this fat bearded dude living at his parents' house, and he just listens to like the equivalent of Fox News all day and Alex Jones type of radio and stuff, and it so corrupts him and brainwashes him that he blows away a convenience store. It's I can't buy that. I can't live with that kind of messaging. And if that's what you think of me as a consumer, then I'm the equivalent of Stormfront because I don't like SJWs, then you know what? I can do without your product.
Fuck the racism out of her, right, Trey?
Yeah, that's right. I knew Trey was going to say that, but yeah, we had that interview with Eric Kripke, the showrunner, like before season 2 come out, saying the white man sitting next to you is the most dangerous man on the planet. It's the white people, it's white men, straight white men, basically, are the most dangerous people ever. So and then it was going this long without anybody mentioning it, people loving it, and I'm like, maybe there's nothing about there won't be anything about that in this, and then all of a sudden it gets this, and I actually messaged a friend of mine who's watching it too. He's like, "Yep, he's right." I'm like, "Oh, great." That sucks.
Gee,
Yeah. Very disappointing because it was very unnecessary. Like, you didn't need to add that language and everything into the episode. It didn't really serve much of a narrative purpose. It was just there to take a
I hope
shot.
so too. I hope so too. I hope
Hey,
they make it up.
I learned my lesson after Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I waited till it ended and everybody said how bad it was and everything. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yep.
The
Mm-hmm.
boys, everyone's like, yeah, the boys. And now you're saying that it's starting to go real woke and stuff like this. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't waste my time then.
There's been hints of it throughout the series, but like
Little
last
stuff,
episode,
little
this
stuff.
last episode was like fucking right on the nose.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan.
Hey, what's up, guys? I
Okay.
haven't watched season 7 of The Boys yet. Doesn't sound like it's going to be good.
Mhm.
Oh,
I mean, episode's seven, yeah.
you're gonna cringe in the first 5 minutes. Like, it's like right away in the episode.
Well, I mean, I cringe from time to time. Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever, but based on how you're talking, it doesn't sound good. So I think I'm halfway. I haven't finished episode 6 yet. I think I'm like halfway through or something. So we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Always story over politics, please. That's how it should be all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's called escapism for a reason. I don't want to turn on my show and watch the same crap that idiots spew out on Twitter on the show I'm watching that I enjoy. So,
Well, you know, us
Keep it the fuck
doing
out of
our
there.
Star Trek watch, guys, like I hear these douchebags saying, but politics have always been in science fiction. What we've seen in the original TOS is they give you a quandary and you answer the question that they ask. They don't say SJWs are the right side of history, and if you're not on that side, then you're a Nazi. No, there was never a message like that in any of the classic science fiction. So fuck anyone who says there was.
Their morals and messages in the episodes aren't so simplistic, and there's not like an easy answer.
Right.
And it does kind of make you think after the episode. Kind of, it brings both sides of the perspective in a lot of cases, and like, wow, I didn't really think about it from this alien species perspective looking in, and that's where if your goal is to convert people to your cause, that's how you do it. You don't convert them to your cause by just insulting them and accusing them of being genocidal Yahtzees.
Yeah, and you don't tweet out that one of the main characters of your new video game has pronouns. So
yeah,
that's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? It's a very similar thing to what Greg's talking about with the pronouns thing, which we'll get into. Obviously, are we going to get this poll up and running?
Yeah, we got to. Let's get it started.
Let's get this poll going.
Thanks, Tail Gay Asian Ryan.
I don't know what the poll is, so I'm excited here.
You'll get a kick out of this one, man. You'll get a kick out of this one. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
It kind of fits with what just happened the other night. So
okay.
Yeah. It is.
Oh my god.
Lost Boys versus the Monster Squad.
I know my choice, but I know
real
for
life
some people it's going to be rough.
You guys can't be objective.
I love both movies, though. I do. I really do.
Jeff, I'm going to reach out to Corey sometime next week. So,
okay, good.
Corey Feldman.
I'm sure he will come on the show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd rather talk to what's Jack Bauer's name?
Kiefer Sutherland.
I'd rather talk to Kiefer.
But I think Corey may be a little more accessible. So.
Yeah,
we need to get Kiefer Sutherland and
I'm good with Kiefer coming on.
Star Wars dude, bro. What's his name? Freddie
Prinze
Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr.
He was in season 24.
I fucking hate Kiefer. Kiefer's an asshole. Yeah.
We may be able to get Alex Winter.
Describe him by saying he's the Star Wars dude, bro. And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr."
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
He's a dude, bro.
That's so good.
Kid. We may be able to get Alex Winter, though. He was in that movie, and he seems to be really open to doing like interviews and stuff. So
I'm surprised that he hasn't been on Midnight's Edge, though. Like you would think.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to try to get him on there. Yeah, but
I think Tom has asked before for sure.
Really,
mm-hmm.
really. Oh, hey Ryan, I got something to show you real quick, man. Let me get this stupid thing off here, so you can see. I got something in the mail today.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That was awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck
Order
yeah,
that,
man.
and glad it came, man.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. I came out pretty sharp, actually.
I think it did too. I really think it did too. Yeah.
Yes, that's cool, dude. I'm glad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I love the design on that, man. It looks good too.
Shout out to Krista. Krista is the one who did a lot of those Geeks and Gamers designs. Those little characters. So that is really cool. So
yeah, I didn't know it said Arcade Outpost on the back of it either. That's cool too. So
I did. It's a little more expensive, but I thought it'd be cool. So
yeah, I think it looks cool too.
Yeah.
Yes, Greg also put the link in the chat for the Monster Squad documentary that Andre was telling us about, that him and that other guy are working on.
And it's
Looked
not
really,
just about the
really
movie.
good.
Yeah, it's about the psychology of like, why do movies resonate with people? So it's going to be interesting one way or the other. So I can't wait for it.
I know it's going to be good. I think we all ordered it that night while we were watching the movie.
I did. As soon as I found out about it, before the show had started, I'm like, that looks interesting. I'll actually buy it, because I watched the trailer for it and it looked really interesting.
Ryan, you did a video on the pronoun, the Star Wars pronoun stuff, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
God.
The sad thing is that I feel like this game was kind of made for me, to be honest, as far as what it was inspired by and who it was for, kind of thing. And so the idea that then they have to go out and make this stupid fucking virtue signal that no one cares about. It's not even a part of the game. It's not even a part of the game. The only way you would know that is if you went to this little bio. But they decided to make that a big part of it and turn so many people off. So I don't know. Ultimately, I may end up getting it. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but I'm gonna have to watch other people play it and see if there's any other that stuff in it.
Just buy it used. Don't give Disney money. Don't give EA money.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I want it for PC, so I don't know.
Attaboy. Yes.
To be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to this game. I really am not planning on buying anything Disney Star Wars related. People are saying like Ryan, not even a big part of the plot. Like, it doesn't even matter to the character. Like, literally talk to the character, and the character just gives you a spiel about like answering your questions, and then okay, move on. Like plot, point A, point B, point C sort of a situation.
Mara's a woman, so she can't even drive a car, let alone pilot a spaceship. So I couldn't imagine this game being made for her anyway, really.
When you drive an armored Chevy Suburban in Iraq and you have to gun it through traffic, then you can talk to me about driving.
There you go.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter who you hit. Your insurance ain't gonna go up for that. Fucking some poor Iraqi motherfucker that just gets fucking sideswiped by Mara because she can't drive. That don't matter.
God.
The thing is, though, Mara, like any of us could do that if we went to Portland or Seattle today. So
go ahead. Yeah. But we had to drive in. First cars they gave us were like Chevy Suburbans with like the armor like literally bolted on the outside. So like thank you. That's not safe at all. And then they gave us Suburbans with the armor like actually integrated into the frame at some point.
It seems like it might be a little bit more useful. Yeah.
Don't worry, Trey. This is EA. They'll have a prequel pack that will cost you $20. So you'll be fine there. They'll definitely have stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll get you covered through some expansions and some DLC and stuff like that.
Make you buy more shit. Yeah. So that's what.
Well, there's actually not going to be for this game. This game there's going to be no additional content. They've already basically come out and said that.
They did say that. Okay.
Wow,
okay. That's surprising. Really surprising for EA.
They'll stick to it.
I don't know. Like the scope of this game, it's just not very big. It wasn't intended to be big. It's kind of just meant to be a little bit of a holdover for people,
Yeah, that's
I just for me, it screams like this isn't a very good game when you got to come out and market that as a selling point. Like you're appealing to 1% of the population, of the general population. I don't even know what percent of the Star Wars fandom you're even appealing to. If that's what you came out with and that's your big selling point, that to me screams that the game isn't very good.
I don't really think it. Yeah, I don't think that that's the main selling point. I think Mitch Dyer is a fuck, and they basically put two things in there. They threw the gay guy in there. They threw the not trans, but just like weird pronoun person, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. Nobody even knows. So they threw that in there with like no consequence on the story, because honestly, this isn't like the story's not what this game is about. This game is about the multiplayer. That's really what this game is about, which is why it's only $40. And so I think that Mitch Dyer is just virtue signaling. That's what the entire thing was.
Yeah.
And I think all it ends up doing is what always happens with these things. It's just going to turn people off.
Yeah, backlash.
Well, that's exactly what he was doing. That's exactly what he was doing, because people point out there's like no bearing on the story at all. Like if you didn't read her bio, like you would not even know. It would not even matter. But Mitch Dyer had to put out the little PSA ad saying, just remember her pronouns are they, them. So when I'm like selecting the already the dialogue that I have no choice over because I just have options that I select from, I have to remember to say they, them whenever I'm selecting them, even though they don't come up as options.
Well, that's another problem with that tweet, though. That's such a scummy way of bringing it up. Like, if people are talking about that particular character,
Sorry.
Yeah. If people are talking about that particular character and they happen to misgender that particular character that's not a person, not even a real person, like, would it have been a big deal?
Yeah.
Like, if a person can just choose whatever pronouns they want, right? And then everybody else has to abide by them. If they're not a real person and there's nobody there to be offended or upset about it, then what difference does it make at all if people who are talking about the character use the wrong fucking pronoun? Like, it was just a stupid excuse and a smarmy way of just bringing it up to virtue signaling.
It's just the crowd that has to play the victim card every time. They have to be oppressed. Like they're literally jumping through the oppression Olympics rings just to have some thing that they can claim that that's like putting them down.
Well, it brings out the fucking crazies too, man.
You're literally on Twitter complaining about this shit. You're not oppressed.
Is that one of the characters? Yeah. Is that one of the characters that you can like select to be?
No. This is a random character in the game.
It's like an NPC.
I was gonna say, like, if this was a character that you could select in the game, I wonder how many people would actually select it. But
it'd be like Abby, just continue to crash into the side of a Star Destroyer.
That's right. Yay, I won.
Can we just start calling like these people it? Can that be their pronoun that I choose for them?
Yeah, you can choose that. Yeah. Well, it brings out the crazy idiots, man. Like
it's
you told me about
being
that.
So I don't think it can have feelings one way or the other.
I mean, so I tweeted this out because I'm just not going to support something that has that kind of shit in it. But then I get this fucking quote tweet.
He's a clown.
This fucking dude, who's a Zack Snyder Justice League guy, wants to start a cult so they can, figure out who to accept in their, little following, and then to withdraw my associate producer privileges from, like, because that's fucking normal. That is fucking normal, right?
They want to cancel you out of.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder Justice.
Yeah,
because of a Star Wars game. Yeah, that's sane.
Because you choose not to support a Star Wars game.
It's a fucking Star Wars game. Like, it's not transphobic at all. I mean, he does call me transphobic because I think the next thing I said was, wants to start a cult because of my opinion. Yeah, that's normal. And I believe his response was, what did you say? Here it is. That is no opinion. Transphobia is discrimination. Because what I did was transphobia.
And not even saying, so just keep in mind, they're not even saying that this person is trans. Just to be clear.
No, like it's not. Yeah. Go ahead, Larry.
At the end of the day, the idea that we're doing all this to normalize trans people, this is such a small fucking portion of the populace in general. And I think it's absolutely insane that that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
The idea that we're like competing. We're trying to figure out who's more autistic, which fan group is more autistic, and like what they allow or don't allow. It's
I know.
So stupid.
Well, not only that,
retarded.
you know, it's even a small segment of that segment even
Cares about
wants pronouns. Yeah. So
Mhm.
this is what this is. And let me find the most sanitized way of saying this. This is like, I guess maybe richer liberal white people trying to appease, you know, like minorities by doing stuff that's very offensive. It's the same thing here with trans people. Like, oh, we'll give you these, you know, these pronouns, and they really don't even want that. So it's stupid. And we got to remember, Bitch Dyer was also jumping in on the Gina Carano thing. And I guess if you're associated with Lucasfilm
Yeah, he
in
did.
any way, whether you're a contractor, like we've seen what Daniel Jose Older's done, and you can just do whatever you want, and there's no kind of backlash, even if it hurts your brand. So
Mhm.
it's just astounding that they get away with what they do. And it, you know, it hurts sales. It had to have. Jeff's not going to buy it. Even if it's 10%, that's a lot of money out the door, out the airlock. So
There's
Yeah, I don't think this game was going to be a huge hit anyway, to be honest with you.
I think it's a niche. I think it's definitely a niche. I mean, it's like I said, women can't play it. Then the idea that, you know, it's basically a flight simulator. There's not much story to it. It's all about the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah.
Like, it is definitely a niche market, and that's why it's $40, and that's why they didn't spend a lot of money or time on
So
it.
that's
You know?
why I don't understand. Like, there's not much story to it. So, how much importance is this character to the story, and what does the relevance of her being a they/them have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Like it's so, you know, such just.
It's so that Mitch Dyer can feel good about himself.
Yeah,
And
that's
That's exactly right. You can look in
Look
the
what I
mirror.
did for you, trans
That's so
people.
awesome today.
Yeah.
And also, just so you know, most trans people, say if they're, you know, male to female, they want to be called the female pronouns. They dress like a female. They talk like a female because they want to be called a female. Like not they them. Like the idea that they them is like a trans thing. I don't understand where this is coming from. It's not
Plural, you're one person, and unless you are two people, you cannot be a they or a them. God damn it!
Could you imagine telling somebody, go and speak to them, and then you're telling somebody, go and speak to them about doing this?
Like, well, I
And
only
they're
found
like,
this one person.
What? All of those people over there? No, just them. Just that one them. Go and speak to that one them over there.
Well, it's like I said in my video today. Do we have to wear sticky notes on our forehead with what the pronouns are? Because otherwise, how do you know? If you sound and look like a woman, I'm gonna call you she, her. I mean, it's nature, so we don't have telepathy or sticky notes.
I said on my stream, if you are the type of person who, like, I cannot tell just by looking at you if you're a he or a she, then, like, I think your parents need to be slapped for breeding at that point. But like, most times I can look at something like a person and go, okay, you look like a male, you look like a female. Now, granted, there are effeminate men and there are androgynous women, but most times you can tell the difference.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I can't stand?
Or
I
if
can't
you
stand.
accidentally make a mistake, that like they'll just correct you and say like, no, it's ma'am or whatever, and then you're like,
No,
"Oh,
it's
sorry."
ma'am.
Yeah.
You know what I can't stand? I can't stand these 25 or older people saying that they were brought up non-binary or something like that.
I
Fuck
know,
off,
that's-
you were.
you were not.
Non-binary wasn't even a fucking thing 25 years ago.
I'll take things that
Yep.
didn't happen for 400, Alex.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
right.
exactly
Things
right.
that were never
Yeah.
done before for fucking 10
Oh
grand.
yeah, Kid
Fucking
Harington
Yeah,
saying that his
sorry.
mom bought him
Kid Harington's mom bought him a dolly, so that means he's like
gender fluid.
non-binary now.
Yeah, that's.
So hang on a
that's who it
second,
was saying that.
because I used to run over my sister's Barbies with her own Barbie Ferrari. Does that mean that I'm non-binary? Does it?
Congratulations, Rhino.
I play with Barbies. I play with my sister's Barbies. Get over it.
Rhino drove
I
a pink
ran them
Ferrari.
over. I ran them over, and I cut one of their hair.
Damn.
So, did you put
I
any
thought-
firecrackers
I
in them
thought-
like you did with
I was
Ray?
so
I
young,
mean,
I thought it would grow back.
does that qualify? Like blowing Ray up with firecrackers? Does that?
That counts. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
non-binary.
great. You like to play with dolls. We get it.
I like to play with dolls.
No, sir, I didn't catch you playing with the dolls again.
Yeah, that's good. I just don't understand. Like, again, I loved last night's stream when bloody. Did you all see it? Lethal was able to essentially sort of cancel someone on Twitter.
I jumped in right after it happened. So.
Oh man, it was so funny because the person's put out a tweet like in support of this, but she's referred to the character as a she. And and I don't know, I can't remember which one it was, but Lethal wrote a tweet back and fucking. The person deleted the tweet. Yeah, like something like that, and the person deleted the tweet straight away.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Jesus, wow, that's.
But
hilarious.
I just hate it. I just don't understand it.
Well,
Let's just
American politics. I said this on my stream. I hate American politics because it's infiltrating my entertainment. I'm not American. I don't care about your politics.
Oh, right,
It's not American
because the
politics.
liberating-loving people in
It's
Melbourne,
everywhere.
Australia would do so much better.
Oh, there are some fucking streams, bro.
Yeah, it's like
You're living in a concentration camp practically. Fuck
Is it all the entertainment's made over there?
It's paid for over here, but it's expensive there a lot.
Even they wouldn't want to make it in Melbourne.
We're the criminals.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I got to add that clip to my StreamYard account. Lyndon was kind enough to send me the clip of Vicini from Princess Bride saying Australia is entirely made up of criminals.
There you go.
Nice. That's hilarious.
I want to be. My pronouns are. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something stupid. Tree and.
Tree.
Yeah. Just call me a
Pronouns.
tree.
Just call you a tree.
Refer to
Okay,
me-
you're a tree.
And
refer to me
we'll
as a
call you
tree.
I mean, if it works for the deer nutcase, then it should work.
No
for
kidding.
me.
No kidding. That's what. Yeah. If she could do it, you can.
Although,
Yeah,
like
I
that is
guess.
a she, right? That is a she.
I
I
don't.
don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought she was a he. That's. I thought she used to be a he, or is in the middle of transitioning. I don't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember, but it's like
I don't know.
basically, if it was
I
a
don't know what
he,
you're talking about.
so if it was a he, deer
The
person.
deer
deer
lady
oh.
thing from
Oh, I
Twitch.
forgot.
deer.
That's so convoluted.
So basically, if
Yeah.
it was a he and became a she, basically he was a guy who became a lesbian because it's in a relationship with another woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then
Wow.
became a deer. And became a deer.
That
And,
makes the partner a furry.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much. You're right. Yeah. Exactly.
What a fucking mess.
It's absolutely so convoluted. It's like, what? Huh? Can you repeat that to me? I didn't get all of
You
that.
get about
It's like
halfway through
It's
that.
way
I'm already
too-
like, you know what? Nice meeting you. I'm gonna go over there.
I've got it.
I know,
It's the
yeah.
perfect pronoun.
I'll be
It's the
right over
perfect
there.
Pronoun. I'm going to be an orc because then that makes me a racist as well.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. People who say that did not read Tolkien books, so they can fuck off with that shit.
Did you guys see Bright on Netflix?
No, I
No.
didn't watch that. I
No.
didn't watch that. I know what you're talking about, but
That is the most. That would be the most racist depiction of orcs, where literally orcs are just like black people. Like they dress like them. They like are graffitied. They talk like black people. Like that's the
Wow.
movie Bright on Netflix.
Hey, David.
And it like I don't think it's. I don't really care. It's just it is what it is.
Mhm.
But I just thought that was funny.
So for anyone who doesn't know, it's where like Will Smith is a cop and an orc is his partner, his cop partner. Is that how it goes, Ryan? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
the cops don't trust orcs. Orcs are criminals.
Jeez.
God.
Yeah.
But
pretty
again,
much.
I mean, it's like whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, if people want to talk about orcs and being like that, yeah, definitely. I would
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I had to add that. I had to add that.
they're really just going off the color of the skin. Like they're going off the color of the skin, not the fact that orc itself comes from actually a Roman terminology.
Right. Mhm, yeah.
But that they're actually were elves once, so they weren't black. They were elves who were tortured into becoming orcs. No, it's just like they look at the black, and the good guys are obviously white, so it must be racist.
Yeah.
That's how I look at the
Yes.
world.
That's what I've heard. Right? That it's lethal.
What do you reckon an
Lethal
orc's
creature.
pronouns are?
Just like, put a series of grunts in there, and that'll
He,
be
him,
fun.
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
2 different
God.
grunts.
Two grunts.
Do an Abby Smash grunt.
Abby smash.
That's Abby smashed, I believe.
Yeah.
Abby smashed. Yeah.
Abby smashed.
Abby smashed. Yeah, the poll is still going strong for Monster Squad, 10-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
not
I do
have
like
thought that a
both
week
movies.
ago, but there's probably a little bit of bias since we just watched the Monster Squad on a watch party and had the lead actor on a stream with us.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think so.
Yeah.
Our
that was-
election center is still not able to project a winner in this poll.
correct. Yes. Exit polls are way off on this one. Yeah.
Well, last
Yeah.
place just picked up one more vote, so the votes aren't done being counted.
That's true. That is true.
And tune in to the 34th or 35th episode of the Raging Geek Jedi show, where we'll finally have the mail-in ballots counted.
Yes. Maybe. We're not 100% sure. Don't quote us on that. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll be done
Hey,
sorting
Seth.
through the ones we want to count by then. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll the ones we want to keep, we'll keep, and the rest we'll throw on the
Yeah.
special online. Yeah.
We'll have Kiefer and Andre on to see if they accept the result.
Do you accept the results? Yes, exactly.
one of them will just send their top consultant out and not come out to
They'll send their
concede.
lawyers, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Get the concession speech and everything. So,
They're both good movies. I mean, there's not a bad movie in this thing. I like both of them. But
Oh yeah.
I went with Lost Boys just because I saw it first, so that was like more like I don't want to say like it was my childhood, but I kind of preferred that to Monster Squad. But I love Monster Squad.
Mara's childhood was Lost Boys.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and people saw my search history.
Yeah, I saw it. I was watching that. Yeah.
yes,
What happened?
A lot of fucking porn.
What was
the
it?
same website all the time.
Pretty much.
What was it? I missed this.
No, it was an ad that like popped up on the CBR.com site because it basically goes off your search history and goes, oh, because of your search history, you might like this ad on the side of the screen, and it's like spicylingerie.com. It's like, yeah,
Those are
Damn.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's one website that's always just like as soon as you pull it up, it's just like anime titties ads in your face. And did Lethal get on my computer?
I was gonna say lethal.
Yeah. Lethal hacker shit.
Yep.
God.
Lethal. That's the kind of ad I like.
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Steph. Hell yeah. We're the Monster Squad.
We're the Monster Squad.
I was talking to my brother today about that too. Like I remember cutting those cards out and making our own Monster Squad cards. We're doing that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was great.
We
We didn't
named it
make weapons
something else.
like you did.
Yeah, we weren't the Monster Squad. We had a different name. I can't remember what it was, but I actually sent the link out to some guys from my neighborhood at the time, and they haven't replied yet because they've never checked their social media. But they're going to be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
That's
I'm
nice.
gonna be jealous.
So, because like for a good year, I mean, we didn't give a shit about Star Wars, anything. It was like Monster Squad. Isn't that weird? Just like this obscure movie, and like that was our thing for like a
I'm
year.
obsessed with it, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I just figured out which is going to be the next character that Lucasfilm's going to make non-binary or give pronouns to.
Who's that?
Baby
Okay.
Yoda.
Maybe you got it.
They already said
Nope.
he.
Yeah, they said
but
he
they'll,
multiple
they'll
times.
change it. They'll change it midway through, and they'll go, "Sorry, we misgendered you." When he finally speaks, his first words are going to be,
Don't
"You
misgender me."
Don't you misgendered me."
Misgendered me, you did. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I will
Yes,
now
thanks,
kill
Greg.
you for misgendering me.
Nope. Ahsoka's gonna come back from wherever she's been, and she's gonna have a penis now.
Yeah, she'll be.
I mean,
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
Mr.
like-
Ahsoka, you-
That'll be their way to get back at what's her name for playing her,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, she'll have a penis now, and she'll be like
It's Mr. Ahsoka.
married to Sabine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
She's like, it's Mr. Ahsoka now. Don't fucking call me Mrs.
Does that make it a heterosexual relationship? If Ahsoka was to switch sides, like, you know.
What's heterosexual? What does that
Him-
mean?
That's
Turn to the
Oh,
dark side.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's a concept
sorry.
my
Cancel,
mind does not
cancel.
understand.
I'm racist. I thought of heterosexual.
yeah. You're an ism. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yahtzee
Oh,
istaphobe.
no. Jedi Luke. I mean, I think Ahsoka is trash, but that's not Leku. Leku or Twi'leks. I will give her that. That it's another name. I can't remember what it is.
I think some dumbass in the new
Some dumbass.
books. I think they actually call her stuff Leku.
I believe
I'll have to
so.
look that up. But
I
Yeah,
believe
but I
they
thought it was
did.
like another name.
I believe they did actually. Yeah, there's another name for Togruta's ear fucking
Yeah.
things.
Does somebody want to answer the sort of the Jedi's question here? What is Monster
What is the
Squad?
Monster Squad?
Yeah.
It's
I've
a movie.
never seen it.
Yeah.
Dude, oh
I
god,
didn't know
so
the
awesome.
Wolfman has nards.
This movie, like it puts its foot on the gas and doesn't let up. That's why it's so
It
short.
does.
They don't
Yeah. Mhm.
drag. I think it's really good editing. There's no drag spots, yet it doesn't feel like they're rushing. It's just a cool, like not teen, like preteen buddy team up movie. Like, yeah, it's pretty kind of gory, you know, for what it is.
Mhm.
So, yeah, awesome movie.
Yeah, it is. I'd say it's kind of like the Goonies meets Universal Monsters. kind of
Yes,
thing.
Montrose.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Generally-
good. I definitely recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah, it flopped at the box office, unfortunately, because of when it was released, and then it really didn't have.
Yep.
They didn't know what audience to market it to because it was too young for older teenagers to watch, and it was a little too gory, I guess, for younger kids to watch. So they just didn't know how to appeal to that tween age audience at the time. Now, when that movie came out, I was 11 years old, so I mean it was right in my age group or age range for that
Yes, it
movie.
was.
So I loved that movie as a kid. I rented the hell out of it, watched the hell out of it.
Yeah, Blake watched it for the first time with us during the watch party that night. That's right. Yeah.
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 And plus, Lost Boys came out, the other movie in the poll tonight. Everyone go vote on it. Came out a week before or after, so they were doomed. So
I think he
that
said
really-
that it came out like a week or two beforehand. But
Okay, it was before
doing
then, yeah.
gangbusters at the box office at the time. I mean, gangbusters back then. Remember that for a movie to like cross the $100 million threshold was like, oh my god, it's a blockbuster. Which
Mhm.
now would be, I mean, that would be like, oh, it's not even going to make its money back.
yeah,
I
know,
like
you're
how
like, oh my God,
I like how Andre described the success of the movie. It was like putting up a jump shot 20 years ago, and the bucket went in like 20 years later.
Yeah.
The game winning shot
Yeah.
went in 20 years later or
Yeah.
something. I can't remember exactly how he described it, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah, it's built up this cult, this following over the years, and just kind of gained pop. I mean, it's more popular now than it was probably at the time of its release, but
yeah.
the movie's actually really well done. The monsters aren't like hokey and ridiculous. They're actually really well done. Like the makeup and practical effects and everything are good. They stand up
Fantastic. Yeah.
to now. I mean,
Yeah, Steph, 2 weeks. Yeah. They do. They really do stand the test of time. And I think we talked about this on the stream with him, but I still think it might be one of the best, if not the best, portrayal of Dracula on screen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. On
that guy Duncan Regar.
Duncan
Yeah.
Rhaegar, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just fantastic. Fantastic.
yeah, he's pretty brutal too.
Well, Vader, why are you asking that question now? You're not Apollo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he out himself as a second account here?
Yeah, Mister.
I'm not doing it on my desk. I have no room.
He's changing it up. He wants the desk versus the chair.
Pretty much.
At least they, because on your computer chair, you probably kill yourself trying to do a handstand on that thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I'd still do it on my desk. I'd probably still cut myself, but
He said so. Apollo.
Yeah.
Okay. So Apollo can't. Apollo. That's right, Lord Vader. Yeah, we get it. We know now. We know your true form.
So,
He just wants to see Apollo memes. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. Apollo does some good work, man. He got some people's pictures of feet earlier, man, and now it's
oh my
like
gosh.
ridiculous all over.
There was one that he put on. There was one that he put in the Discord, and I could have swore the foot was a dick. Like honestly, I looked at it. I'm like, whoa! Oh,
What is that?
foot.
All right, so we learned two things about Rhino today. One, he drove a pink Ferrari, and two, his dick looks like a foot.
What do you call that? What are the pronouns for that?
Oh
Dickfoot?
shit!
So basically,
Bigfoot.
so when you say put your foot in your mouth, like what am I supposed to
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god. Wow. He just, man, he can I just want to see his phone, like his photo gallery on his phone. It's just feet and tongues.
I don't want to
people's
see
heads. God.
Yeah.
If
Open
law
the door,
enforcement
FBI.
ever found his phone and unlocked it, they would be mortified. They would think that they have like Dahmer on their hands.
They'd be like,
Somebody quoted Ryan in the Discord.
what?
It says women can't drive, and how do you think they can pilot? How do you think they can pilot a spaceship?
True.
2020.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Ryan 2020. Ryan can.
I reckon Ryan should run for president in 2024.
I don't think I'll be old enough.
Yeah, you need to be.
You
35.
need to-
I think I might be actually.
just start
Yeah.
slipping up on your words every now and then. Make stupid sentences that don't make sense, and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Pretty much.
Just tell him you identify as 35 and you'll be good.
yeah. Identify
there you go.
35. Hell yeah,
It's still too young.
it is. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah,
Oh, you
you're
got
right.
35. It's 35.
Yeah.
And 25 to be a member of Congress.
Yeah, I remember my civic shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is I don't believe the Constitution went out of its way to define the term age. So if we look at it and understand that the Constitution is this breathing, living entity, and we can apply modern phraseology to it, then if we redefine the word age, then we can get around it.
Could you imagine Ryan in the debates? Fucking boomerang!
I mean,
Use that one in the last debates,
if,
actually. That would have been funny.
if- yeah, if gender is a state of mind, then age can be a state of mind as well.
Why
And
not?
and also social status, because I like to identify as Bill Gates' long lost heir.
But not his long lost wife, right?
No, I'm not going that far.
Well, guess what? I'm the real Slim Shady.
Put that as your pronouns, real Slim Shady.
He already has new pronouns, Dickfoot.
His Dickfoot pronoun.
Dickfoot pronoun.
You got to have the double slash and then the single slash. You got to do it right, because if you don't do it right, you're transphobic.
Oh, well, I guess I'm transphobic then. I didn't put
Yeah,
the double
you didn't do the double
You
slash.
didn't do the
Transphobic,
double
bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah. How dare you?
like, oops. Guess I'm a transphobe.
Make America young again. If you don't RK3PO, you ain't Australian.
I find it funny that every US election that I see, it's like, we're going to make America great again every 4 years. We're going to make America great again. Is America ever going to get great? Like, at this rate, every 4 years, we just hear that it's not so great. We're going to make it great again.
Well, I don't really remember any other one besides. I mean, that's always, it's no one's ever gonna run by being like, hey, let's keep everything the same, shall we?
Yeah, I know. It's all working, so I'm not doing anything.
Can't you come out and say we're in a great position right now, but we're going to go greater or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
Elect me. I'm not going to do a goddamn thing.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The only time you'll really have that,
I'd
say
actually
if
vote for a candidate that would say that.
Yeah.
Say if Biden had run right after, if he had gotten the nomination instead of Hillary, so right after Obama, that would basically be, he could run on that. That's how George W. Bush basically won,
Yeah. pretty much.
So, hey, it's just going to be the same thing, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, read my lips. No new taxes.
Yeah, yeah,
Free healthcare for all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Free
Trump
college
voted
for
President
everybody.
American
Free
Great.
college for everybody.
Not. No. Who's paying for that? They don't know. People.
See, they think that rich people can pay for everything, and I'm like, you do realize that the rich pay actually more taxes than you do.
Cardi B. I don't want to pay any more taxes, but I want free this. I want free that.
Yeah.
And Biden's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll give you free that, but we're going to raise the taxes.
Yeah.
Okay. That conversation went
HAT,
nowhere.
high ass taxes.
Anyway, let's not get into politics too much. I don't-
No.
No.
No. No
No.
politics.
Lord Vader says, Ryan, you know your history. Yes. That's why I don't like Dave Filoni.
Make Victoria great for the first time.
Excuse me. Victoria was great when I was born. Became great when I was born.
Send the bill to
Fuck Dave
office.
Filoni.
Drain the bill ball. Yes.
Is Dave Filoni going to be directing any of the episodes?
No,
in
I
season
don't think
2?
so.
No.
No.
Good, because his episodes were definitely the worst ones.
I would say the first one wasn't bad, but I
Hey,
would also
Justin.
say that's probably the one they took more time than any to figure out, you know?
I also wonder how much he really did direct it.
Yeah.
Don't bail it.
Like I think he had quite a bit of help on that first episode.
Yeah.
That second one, it
What?
seemed like it was all him.
Mhm.
He's like, what's this do?
Yeah.
Like, that's the camera. Okay.
But where are the cartoons at?
Yeah. Where are the wolves? Do we have the wolves backstage? Do we have to bring them out, or where are they?
I can't believe he inserted himself as a fucking Porkins point
Oh,
point
I
five.
I
It
can't.
kind of did look like that.
Big Pimp Porkins.
But I mean, I'm
He-
sure when he directed, he was very frustrated because he's like, "What do you mean? I just tell you guys what to do, and then I come back later, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like the animators, I don't have to stand there and tell them.
Well,
what they
like
direct.
I actually have to be here while
Yeah.
it's being made. This is
I think Lord Vader, when he said second episode, he means like the second one he directed.
Yeah, I think so
Correct.
too. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
yeah.
The 6th episode is probably the best
Jets.
episode.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think it had the most
I
potential.
love how you guys can remember what they are just by the number because I can't fucking do that.
The first episode and the 6th
Watch
episode
it
are
too
probably
many.
the two best ones. And the only reason why the first one's so good is because he's catching bounties. He's going out and looking for bounties. That's what he does in that first episode, and then Baby Yoda comes along. The 6th episode's the prison break one.
Yeah, that's the only one I liked, even close. So
Yeah,
I
that
liked
was-
it when they were on the big
It showed.
the big base, but I didn't like it once they got to the prison because then the characters were very stereotyped, very cookie cutter to me. But when they were interacting on the base, doing like the planning phase of the whole thing
Mhm.
with that boss guy, I don't even remember his name. I like that.
Yeah.
Like
Bobby.
that's the kind of stuff that you build the series around, and you could have had something pretty cool, like a lot of reoccurring guest stars that he kind of has to keep going back to.
Pretty much. That's what I could call it. Adventures in
Yes,
Baby.
Exactly. That's right,
Yeah.
Justin. Yeah. hmm
Well, the other thing too is they killed off probably one of the best
Third
characters, the
episode.
Nick Nolte character.
Oh, he was.
I
not
know.
a
Why?
good
Why the hell
character.
would they kill him?
Oh, it was probably one of the more favored characters.
Because of the one line, "This is the way." That's or
No, I've
I've spoken.
I've spoken.
I've spoken. Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing. Like, what else did he do? Really?
I thought his character, like the way that they, he was a slave under the Empire and he worked his way out, and he hates being called an imp or an imperial.
That's his backstory that they did through some exposition. But like, really, what did he do?
No, I understand that, but I think the premise of his character is really good, and they could have done something more with that. But they decided to kill him off.
I think it would have been like having him as one of his contacts. But you'd have to change the whole format of the show from something that's from serialized to episodic. If they would have gone episodic, it would work to have him as like a reoccurring contact. Like, hey, is he in the area? He's somebody that can kind of help him out in a jam, give him a place to hide or something, or help repair his ship, something like that, or just be a contact for other people in the vicinity, that would have worked. But like as far as episodic goes, like it wouldn't make sense for him to tag along on all the missions now. Like so, it made sense that they kind of killed him off.
Oh yeah, that I thought that too. Soul Assassin, like he's gonna be like he was one of the Ugnaughts in Empire. Like, oh yeah, that one right there was him. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. It's like how they retroactively inserted Rex on
Rex into
the Battle of Endor.
Jedi.
Oh, it's that
Yeah.
one because he's got the white beard. You see the one with the white beard? That's
Rex.
The white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, it doesn't.
Yeah, the
need
white
to be
guy is
that
Rex. Yeah.
interconnected. Yes, we loved how these stories used to intertwine, and there'd be maybe a little Easter egg here, but not every fucking scene does there need to be an Easter egg that links back to something else that we saw fucking 20 years ago. It's so stupid. They think that that's how we think. This needs to make we need to make sure that they see this and they hear this.
It's the MCU mentality, basically. Like like we have like this scene in here, like this one obscure scene in this one movie. We have to make it connect to like this movie down the road, like 5 movies in. Okay. Is anybody really going to remember this?
Whoa.
Scene?
I'm sorry. What Justin Proper? What did you just say there?
You can't say that.
You can't say
No.
that unless you're talking about 2016 Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's
I'm
talking
okay
about
with it.
2016.
I hope so.
And Jonah Solo hasn't.
He
even
says, "I have a
said-
confession to make. I hate Ghostbusters. I have spoken." Why haven't you seen Ghostbusters? That's what I want to know.
Man,
Come on.
Ghostbusters or Monster Squad.
Yeah, I think we're going to do Ghostbusters as the next watch party. I think.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I remember we were going to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
some watch parties to really. We got some good ideas for some watch parties.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to judge you, Justin Proper, but I will ostracize you.
Yes. Exactly. Uh huh. Yeah. Hey, Mega Jetty. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, not liking Ghostbusters it's kind of a. I think it is a
Ghostbusters
crime.
is so much fun.
If there's a law that
It's
passed, so it's a crime.
Funny.
Yeah. Arrest this
Oh, it's
man.
got just great one-liners in that thing, like left and right. It's just well written, well executed.
Yeah, and even
Yep.
like
Joe,
for ad lib.
Ray, Egon.
Yeah, like Sigourney Weaver's line where she's like, where she refers to like Peter Venkman as like you're more like a talk show host or a game show host, I should say. That was ad lib.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're like a game show host. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great line
perfect
by her
sense,
too. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
They hate this.
Usual.
Hey guys, I actually got to get going. I'm fucking exhausted, and I got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. But thanks for having me on. I always appreciate coming on here. So it's always fun talking to you guys. Who the fuck
Yeah,
is
thanks
that?
for going on, Ryan.
Who is that? Like behind the mask? Like whose face is that, Greg?
That's
mine.
Greg.
Greg's face.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
He does it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks for coming on, Ryan. We appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
See you, Ryan. Okay, at least you've seen Nightmare on Elm Street, Jenna. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Well, that just means there's more new content, great content for someone who's never seen it. So,
Oh, yeah, I know. Have you ever met anyone who's a younger person who won't watch anything before like the year 2005 or something because the effects are not good or some shit? They make up some stupid reason.
mm-mm.
I want to smack people like that. I'm like,
Oh,
why are you so
yeah.
stupid?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there. I haven't met them, but
You're missing out.
I'm grateful that I grew up like with my parents raising like my siblings and me, like watching movies like actually before we were born. So
Yeah. You're missing out. If you're one of those people, you're missing out on some quality
I
entertainment.
know.
Quality entertainment.
Yeah.
it's like pointing out on my stream to Steph that like I grew up watching movies from like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and I was born in the year Return of the Jedi came out. So it's
Me
I'm
too.
watching
High
movies.
five.
I'm watching movies literally like almost 60 years before like I was born. And I'm pretty sure, like, you could see the evolution of the effects, special effects, and everything like that. So I'm fine with it. Some of them don't hold up, to be honest. But a lot of practical effects, at least from like the 70s and 80s, are better, I think, than most CGI now in films.
Oh, you watch something like The Last Starfighter, for example. That's a fun, great movie. I enjoy it. The effects aren't great, but I will say they're probably good for their time. And they still hold up today to some degree. But it's just a fun, enjoyable film. No politics in it, no identity crap, nothing. This is the thing about all that entertainment. Like, you look at Ghostbusters, you look at, like I just said, The Last Starfighter. Movies like those sorts of movies back then, they were just fun and enjoyable entertainment.
I loved The Last Starfighter. I mean, like, what kid playing a video game? I pointed this out online. What kid playing a video game wouldn't want that story to happen? Like, literally beating a video game, getting a high score, and then having an extraterrestrial entity come down and say, "Hey, guess what? This was a recruiting tool, and we're taking you up there to go like pilot a starfighter."
Yeah, I love how. Sorry, just quickly, I love how the Southern Cross is all fucked up. Like, on the flag, it's completely wrong. That's gold.
That's hilarious. It's great.
Go back and watch some of these older things. Like,
Jesus.
You know, I'm sure there's people out there that haven't even seen something like Back to the Future. Go and watch it.
I know.
It's so much fun. And just, again,
there's a scene in The Office about that when he goes to the nightclub. He's like, "You've never seen Back to the Future?" And the girl's like, "How old are you?" I'm in my 40s. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for the drink. I'm going to go back to my friends now. That's pretty much the mentality. So it's like, it's Back to the Future.
Good,
go watch it.
A lot of people watch old movies and stuff. Yes, it's an amazing movie. You know, like Ghostbusters is Justin Proper. I think he said he was joking earlier, but we're still gonna.
Lord Vader, it will be out in the next couple of days. Just quickly, he's just asking about my season 1 Mando review. It will be out. It will be out in a couple of days, but personally, has it aged well? On second viewing, okay, let me just quickly explain something. When I first watched The Mandalorian, I thought it was actually really good. I started to think about it, obviously started to watch a few more reviews and started to have a bit more discourse and talk to people about it, and realized that there are a few more holes. And it was a bit like The Force Awakens, I must admit, for me, in regards to going in thinking, wow, this is fantastic. And then despite The Last Jedi and that, you put Force Awakens in isolation, it's actually not that good. And it's the same thing with this. So I actually started to probably hate on The Mandalorian more than it deserved. On the second viewing, it's not as bad as the point that I got to and what I was saying about it, but it's still not good.
Yeah.
That's all I'm sort of going to say. And you can get the rest in my review, but it's
Is everybody on the panel going to be reviewing The Mandalorian season 2 when it comes out?
No,
I am. You haven't even watched season 1, have you, Mara?
No,
that's right. You haven't. Yeah.
I might get. To
I think me and Greg and Rhino are all doing, because I'm gonna, as soon as the episode comes out, it's usually between 3 and 5 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'll put it out right after I watch it. Yeah. Yes, I've seen it. Some people in the chat have not seen it.
RPG, Mando is actually worse than just okay. It's not really bad by any stretch, but the fact that it actually does break law, and yet they could explain it, and that's why I'm taking a little bit of a step back. But I think with the fact that we're still only getting another 8 episodes, and we got all these new characters and stuff like that coming in, I don't see how they're going to have any time to explain any of the questions that I've personally got from season 1 in season 2. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Runner. What did you just say there? You cannot say that in my chat. That's not allowed. Come on.
The never-ending story sucks. Okay, It was actually on
Okay,
TV.
sure.
It was actually on TV the other night. Never Ending Story is a fucking awesome movie.
It is a fucking
And
amazing movie. It fucking holds up really
I
well.
love The Never Ending Story. It was one
Really
of those
holds
movies
up
where, as a kid, it was like over and over and over again. But the graphics in that one don't really hold up all that well.
Story is so good. That's the thing about nowadays. We have movies with special effects that are great, but the story's just fucking trash.
The story can actually make you look past that.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's exactly. And we are going to be doing trivia very shortly, guys. Really soon. As soon as Greg gets back in.
Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. I didn't know that.
What?
We're doing trivia. That's awesome.
Yeah. Phantom Menace trivia tonight. Episode 1 trivia. So yes. Yeah, Beetlejuice is go. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like Beetlejuice.
I know, right?
My wife loves it.
I don't get it.
I was a bit.
Beetlejuice is horse dice?
My sister loved Beetlejuice.
Oh, no. Latrell horse dice, right?
G'day, Tom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate that part.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Oh, man.
Yes,
He's
correct.
like crying.
That is correct. I know. I hate that.
Justin Proper, seriously? I question your taste when you say that you don't like Ghostbusters.
I know, right?
How can you not like Ghostbusters?
Someone time him out, please.
Yeah.
Come on, Howard the Duck is not better than fucking. No,
I've never seen Howard.
It's not. It's not better than
No, it's not.
Never Ending Story. No. Hey, Zach Rod, how's it going? Yeah,
questioning
you were wrong
right now.
You were wrong. I think you were trolling us. I know, but still, you said it. It's like people saw you say it. You can't escape now.
It's screenshotted.
Correct. I'm pretty sure somebody did that.
Huntsman spider on my head, dude. Tripper.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see that.
I got to do a handstand to get it off. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, no.
Live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was great. The first one was good.
The first one was great. The second one was okay. After that, it was like
the second one for me fell short, being that the Rocksteady and Bebop sort of two characters that they tried to make.
I don't think they didn't even call them that though, did they?
No, they didn't. But they, used the ooze to create those two big beasts, and they were just like children, like wagga, like stupid. I think that was just really dumb.
Well, that's the one thing, I'll give you that is not good. But
I hated that.
It's better than the third one. It's better than the third.
And the thing about the second one is go ninja, go.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not like
the
that?
third one where they time travel, right?
Yeah,
And
they go back to ancient
in
Japan,
time.
and then we have a new April too. So it's like, all right. And she was not a good actress at all. No.
Is it 2 or 3 with Kevin Nash? I think it's 2. Because he played the Super Shredder.
Kevin Nash in that.
Yeah, he played the Super Shredder.
Does anyone like the new ones?
No.
Oh, not really. They were okay.
I thought Kevin Nash had the voice of Splinter as well. Did he?
The one thing that I did want them to do is I did like the fact that they tried to bring Khan into it. Crane.
Krang Oberyn.
Yeah.
Krang, yeah. I did too. Because fans bitched about it. That's why they did it.
But the first one was awesome. I wanted to be Casey Jones. He was just so cool.
I know.
Badass, yeah.
Yes.
I had the little figurine of him with his golf bag.
Awesome.
I had a baseball bat. I had
Hockey
I had
stick,
so much.
yeah.
I had so much.
Oh, that's right. We had the new April also in the second one. It was she was the one girl's only the April in the first one. That's right.
Yeah. I remember the video game. And there was a picture on the side.
Yeah, Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
And the April, oh really? And the April on that one was considerably hotter than any April in the movies. So just some random model.
Is that the video game where it's like the Double Dragon style and you're just moving up and down the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a 4-player.
Turtle arcade game is one of the.
I think Tom has it in the background when he's streaming.
Does.
So. Yeah.
I want that so bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
And
didn't
then
and
I
then-
saw your
There
comment
was
the other
your
day.
arcade. There was your arcade. I want to play your Rampage arcade. That thing looks
Dude,
sick.
it's
I haven't
got
played that
Gauntlet
thing
on
yet.
it.
I know.
I can play
Yeah.
Gauntlet all day. I love that game.
That's so cool.
Nice. That's badass.
So cool.
That is badass.
It's too bad that your Pac-Man isn't Miss Pac-Man because it'd be worth
I
a lot
know.
more.
It comes with that and Pac-Man Plus. I think it should have come with Ms. Pac-Man.
Ms.
I
Yeah.
got to get that right. That's the
Gotta
old
get your
pronoun thing.
pronouns
Ms. is
right,
the old
yeah.
pronoun thing. But yeah, I wish it had that one on there as well. But I have people playing it all the time. When people come over, it's like, can I play that? And I'm like, yeah, that's what it's for. I barely ever play it. So
I just thought, imagine trying to fill out your census forms when there's 100 different genders now.
Oh, can you? Yeah. Mhm.
You've got your census form is like it used to be like 10 pages long. Now it's 10 pages just for your gender, and the rest is underneath it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
Yeah. We'll
you
talk.
can
We'll
be a
talk about that
Jedi
in the
too
episode later.
in the
We will.
United States. So
Yeah.
what was that, Tim? Sorry.
you can be a Jedi in the United States on the
Yeah, you can be
census.
here too.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you be a Sith?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's religious discrimination then.
Yeah, it is.
That is actually is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Okay, here we go.
Mm.
Trivia.
Oh, we're gonna start, okay.
time.
Where do
Yes.
you get your ass?
Well, I want
kicked?
Mara. I want Mara to be able to play it. So yeah,
Where do I get the link?
it's not there yet. We're
Oh,
gonna get it. He's gonna drop it now, I believe. Oh yeah, I know. They'll definitely ruin Bane. Yeah, it's not like it's gonna be.
Well, that
We'll talk about that more later too.
they'll have to
That whole
change.
thing.
They'll have to completely change the story to make it fit with their canon now.
I know. Yep. Yep. It won't be the Bane you think it's gonna be. Yeah. No. All right, let's get loaded into this. It's right there, Matthias, right above you. Like your name change, Matthias Spooky Season.
Yeah. Say that in Portuguese.
Go ahead, say it in Portuguese. Portuguese, I can't.
I can't. I don't know how. I know I'm pretty good at Spanish, but
Yeah.
not Portuguese.
we need Anna, isn't she Portuguese?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think she said that. Yeah.
they did retcon the rule 2 already. Yes, they did. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's why I don't understand how they can adapt.
Don't get it.
Bane, because they can't. They've fucked the law.
No, they did.
Well,
they
see, their
really did.
rule of two means like you have like the two Sith ruling like the rest of the Sith, even though
Yeah.
two is only there's supposed to be only two Sith.
Only 2 of them. Yeah. How are they retcon it? It's in the fucking Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said in the one in the streams, I'm like, Disney came out and said that the films are canon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Came out and said they're canon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Yoda says, always two there are a master and an apprentice. He didn't
No
say-
more, no less. No more,
Correct.
no less.
That
So
is
you-
right.
So basically,
Mhm.
you are going against your own what you deem canon because now you now own it.
That's true, Trey. Yeah, it is. It's very, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, he not only went to hell, he went to space too. Yeah, he
Correct.
went
Yeah.
to space.
And he went to Manhattan.
That was campy ass fun. The space one was, I think.
Well, they see Darth Vader. It's not that they're connecting to the sequels. Literally, it'd be like the High Republic because they have Sith Empire on the planning stages for the High Republic. That's pre-sequels. That's
Why?
So no, it's not exactly. The sequels have nothing to do with it.
No.
They're like it's before everything, and they can't do it because they are
Mhm.
going against the prequels themselves.
Correct.
They're so dumb. that's saying something there. That's saying something there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Is
dumb.
everybody in the chat ready for trivia, or does everybody need a minute? Everybody got the link and ready to go?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
High Republic can burn. Yes, correct.
Is the chat ready?
Everybody in the chat, are you ready?
Are
Yeah,
you
it's
ready
all
to,
cartoon,
Get
Justin.
20 people doing this. Come
are
on.
you ready to beat me?
Let's get more people in here, guys. Are you ready to beat me?
Well,
I didn't notice until now, Rhino, that you changed your name to Raging Rhino Dick /Foot. God, Dickfoot, love it. All right, I'm gonna tweet out that we're doing it now. Okay, we are ready to go, I believe.
Awesome.
Hopefully, this.
What is the name of the character you see on screen?
Yeah.
For 5 seconds.
Count Dooku.
That's what some people were wanting last week, and that's not going to happen.
No. Well, Greg teased me and fucking Tim that he was going to put like numbers from the characters' numbers on their from Starfleet on fucking
their serial numbers.
Serial numbers. I'm like, please don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that. I already get my ass kicked enough in that game. Always.
Is it A, Jar Jar Binks? Is it B, Qui-Gon Jinn? Is it C, Master Yoda? Or is it D, Darth Maul? Let's go with A. Lock in A, Jar Jar Binks.
That's like one of those.
I think this one is a little easier than the last one. So,
all right.
That last one, there was some
higher
crazy questions.
That's like one of those Facebook, posts that you click on and they have stupid ass trivia that's so easy, but it's like adds every square inch of the web page.
Calm your farm, Justin. Press play. He's going crazy in the chat. Chill, bro. We get there.
Chill, bro.
Nah, it's all right.
I'm ready to start it whenever you're ready.
Well, we're ready. Let's go.
Let fly.
20 seconds.
Everyone start counting down. 15.
Yeah.
Half.
14.
What is the character's pronouns you see on screen?
Top half and bottom half. That's Darth Maul's pronouns.
Dickfoot.
Dickfoot.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
All right. What British comedian voiced Darth Maul?
That's a hard one.
I know. That's nice. Got it.
I don't remember this one.
I only remember the name because of another movie he was in. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
GTS.
Whatever that was, it didn't help me.
I can't say.
Google that shit.
It's A.
Oh man.
Hey Tom.
Hello.
Like Rory
Tom
Bremner.
Hey.
Just in time. Are you
Just in
playing,
time. We just started trivia.
Mm-hmm.
Only done one
Can
question.
I even join yet?
Yeah. Yeah. The link
You
is.
just missed the first question. That's all.
Yeah.
You'll still beat me.
Mara Jade in the lead.
Yeah.
Crowd.live.
Long.
I'll get the link for you, Tom.
Dickfoot, how did I get minus 20 points?
Dickfoot.
You got it wrong. Minus 200, by the way.
That's what I meant. Why can't I fucking say things right tonight?
I'm waiting. Dickfoot. Where is the link? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Hold on.
Dickfoot.
He was in Shaun of the Dead.
All right, Tom, I dropped it in the private chat.
So I think I'm already in.
Oh, you are?
You're in there? All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Thanks for joining us.
Good.
How many years after A New Hope was The Phantom Menace released?
Oh.
Got it.
Quick math.
Yeah, quick math. You really have to have quick math.
I hate math. Bad time.
No math squad for you.
Is that the picture I have up?
You're in the math lead?
It's your name. That's
You weren't in the
Oh,
math
is it? I forgot to change it.
Justin Crawford. I can't math. I math too hard.
You meth too hard.
22 years.
My Dickfoot hurts.
Answer is 22 years. 89% of the people getting that right, and Justin, who can't math, must have been one of the other ones.
And I was the other one that got it wrong.
Mara Jade still in the lead, but Jedi
I'm not even
Nuki's
on the
only
list.
10
I'm at
points
the
behind.
bottom.
Where are
Fucking
you?
Down the list,
Dickfoot.
Tom.
You're
His
at
penis
minus
breath.
400? You're at minus 400?
Yeah.
You're getting beat.
I'm a great Star Wars channel, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I am on the list. Never mind. I didn't even realize it.
What was the name of the town on Tatooine where Anakin
Oh, come on.
lived?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, Cletus.
Runner says, Justin Proper, I know your weakness.
I'll put this knife in the crack of your ass.
Come on, come right here. Come on, Cletus. Come on.
I don't even remember this. I just
Oh, come on.
Moss enslave Senate.
60,
Damn. 9 people.
53% of the people got it right. It is not Mos Eisley, people.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Why didn't I know that?
Mara
Yeah.
must have gotten that.
I don't
one
even
wrong.
remember them
She-
saying it.
No,
I
me either.
saw Mos Eisley, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
Minus 600.
Jesus, are
I
you
go
going to get
Bigfoot.
one question right for fuck's sake?
I don't know. Charles, help me.
Oh, I knew this. Okay, I know this.
What was Padme's surname?
I know this.
Me too. I actually watched the deleted scenes
Surely.
from AOTC. Last
Everybody has
weekend,
to be able to
and
get this.
I liked them with her family
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, they shouldn't have cut those out.
I bet you at
They
least
should've.
half of them guess wrong.
I bet you're right.
Proper armadillo. Yes.
Armadillo.
Padme Armadillo.
That's bullshit.
Organa.
Yeah, it's Organa.
It's close. 7 people got it. Ooh, see. The majority of the people got it wrong.
No.
That's
Why
right
do
if
I
you go
know-
by the fucking movies.
No, that's not her surname. That's her queen's name. That's her queen's
Well,
name.
they call her Padme Amidala in the fucking movies. They don't call
They
her
do.
that.
And on the toys.
Amidala Nabir.
No. Rigged.
No.
I say it's rigged.
I say rigged.
No, it's correct.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't do fucking homework.
I know, right? The chat's like, are you kidding me? No.
Tom, it is officially a trivia game. You're bitching. How old is Anakin Skywalker when Qui-Gon
He's
Jinn
too
found
old.
him?
Fuck.
He's too old.
Too old is not an option, unfortunately.
I don't, you know how I know this one? It's because of the Weird Al Yankovic song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
He's
If people-
15.
Okay. I'm sorry, but if people get some of these questions wrong, I'm seriously questioning their Star Wars credentials.
Man, I can't
Raging
believe
Rhino.
Yeah. I don't want to play anymore.
Why? Because I don't read every 17, 20 books that were in between each movie? Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right, the majority wins on this one.
Yay! I got a question right. Woohoo! Did I bring my
He's just
score?
Ryan. She's
Rhino.
13. Yeah.
Did I get into the pluses? Did I get rid of all my minus with that one?
Oh, yeah, you did. You're 140 Dickfoot.
Yay! 140 Bigfoot.
Wow, congratulations.
Fucking
Jaina
hell, I got a
Solo
long way
was
to
in
go.
second. Mara Jade back into third place.
Ooh.
Okay, I
What,
got
is, what was Darth Maul's ship?
Bottom half. Ooh.
I got it. I think. Yep, I got
I
it.
got it too because of the damn Galaxy of Heroes game on fucking phone.
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
That would like, I don't even think
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's very. If I didn't play that game as much as I did, like with the ships and stuff, I definitely wouldn't fucking get it
Not
right.
100%. I think I got it right, but I don't know. I should
You
know
don't have
this.
this Lego set?
I do
No.
not. No, I don't have this one.
Wow,
I
I'm
do
surprised
love
you
his
can
ship.
You don't have it?
I do love his ship. I
See,
don't know if they made it. I've never seen it.
see.
I picked C. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
majority got it there. It is, in fact, C.
Nice. Did I move up
Jedi
anymore?
Luke still in the lead, followed by Jaina Solo and Mara Jade.
Dickfoot.
What color was Anakin's pod racer?
Okay, Tom. A lot of these questions are in the movies, so it's like
Yeah,
you
those
can't-
They never said her
no.
fucking surname in the goddamn
I'm-
movie.
I'm with Tom.
And
I
they
agree
never
with that
said
one.
how old he was in the movie either.
That's true, but we do know. Most people know.
Because of the damn Weird Al song. That's why.
Yeah, and I should have got it. That's not the goddamn point.
You having a good night, Tom?
No.
He was until he came here.
It's blue and silver.
Blue and silver.
Oh fuck!
Mhm.
Silver and gold.
Ooh, Mega Jetty
and
won
gold.
now in second place. Jana Solo drops to third.
I moved up a spot. Woohoo! Go Dickfoot.
Yay.
Go Dickfoot, go. Go Dickfoot, go Dickfoot, go.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
What role did Keira Knightley play in the movie?
I was
She
like,
was a youngling.
yeah, I was worried that you were actually gonna have. I was remember her damn name. I was like,
No shit.
No, I was
No, I remember the other girl's name. What's her name? Oh, I
I mean,
can't remember.
Keira Knightley doesn't even remember now if you ask her.
Yeah.
Hey, people in the chat spouting the answer, get in the game.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Telling the people that are giving the answers in the chat that they should be playing the game.
Yeah, play.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't playing.
Correct answer is decoy.
Yep.
Don't give me any ideas.
Hey, Senate, that is not legal, so don't say that.
I will make it legal.
Oh, God.
I am the Senate.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Very tight race between first, second, and third.
Oh my God.
Razor thin and the next three as well.
Yeah, it is. Ooh.
Which one of these planets was not visited in the movie?
I don't wanna.
That's easy.
Oh, that should be an easy one, people. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's easy.
Justin says, I'm still angry about the Padme question. I
That's
think we all are. I think we all are.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too
Yeah.
remote for me to think
Can
about.
I like brag and say I knew it?
Oh, Tom's dropping a hint.
Yes, he is. Mm-hmm.
I caught that, Tom. No cheating.
It was Korriban.
Is it a fucking
one person answered incorrectly.
Who the fuck picked Naboo?
I was going to ask that. I was going to ask that too.
It's like the
Whoever
first
did
planet
probably
in the
doesn't want to
movie.
admit it.
I'll be able to look that up later.
Nah, I can't even bitch about that because that shit's in the movie like 300 fucking times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rhino picked Naboo. Yeah, it was me.
Because you're
The
just like,
name of the
how are her
fucking
people
thing?
dying and starving exactly?
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the pod race Anakin races in?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Indy 500. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. The Indiana Jones 500.
Yes, correct.
Good question, Greg.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Like,
Justin Proper's like Raging Rhino.
I got it wrong because I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
I can't either. I just guessed. I'm not sure if I got it right.
I'm pretty sure I got it wrong because I think it gives you a green if you get it right. Or does it go by the points?
it goes by, I don't
Goes
know.
by the points.
It goes by the points. You're right. Yeah, okay.
I probably got it wrong.
People
Want
in
to
chat.
eat classic?
Ooh,
It's
Oh, I got it right.
I got it right.
nice. I got it right too. Got a shirt that says it.
And I answered. I took too long to answer.
Go Dickfoot.
see that hurts you too.
Yeah.
Go Dickfoot, go Dickfoot, go.
Oh, come on.
This one,
Yeah.
should
That's a
be pretty
softball right
easy,
there.
but,
Are you a
we'll see somebody
prostitute?
That's the question.
Do you suck dick?
Oh my
For
god.
money? Do you like? Oh my god!
Do you like sand?
Did it hurt?
Greg? Hey, Greg, is C from E EFAP? I thought so.
Yes.
I thought so. Did it hurt?
I still like the do you like turn.
You like sand?
I figured it's such an easy one. I'll make the other choices kind of fun.
Do you like sand?
Oh gosh, 100% of the
Did it
people got it correct. Nobody picked. Do you like sand?
How quickly did
Did
they
it hurt?
pick though?
Did it hurt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
It gets everywhere.
God. I love that. Said it
Go,
in
go.
RPG.
Well, that
like,
clearly
hey.
knocked me out of the top 10.
Dickfoot's still down there.
Yep, he's on the move.
Ah,
How many handmaidens
Shit.
does Queen Amidala have?
gotta get
69.
here.
I only got 2.
I just like guessed. I picked one. I'm not even thinking here. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
guessed. I have no idea. No idea.
No, I got it wrong. Fuck!
Justin's mad because he's like, that's math, isn't it?
Fuck!
I have to count.
Oh,
Way
God
more
damn
than
math.
Fuck.
No, it's math.
I'm on the way down now.
Ooh, this is split.
Everybody was taking shots in the dark on this one.
Oh, yeah.
oh, I got it right.
I thought it was 4, so I went with 5. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was
Nice.
4.
I got it right. Damn. Okay.
I got it wrong. I went 3.
See, I can tell how great the questions are by how many things I need to approve in the live chat. When it's a question that everybody hates, there's like 10 things that need approval for.
Yeah. Oh,
Fuck you in this question.
Yeah.
And it's Padme Amidala, by the way.
correct.
Jedi Luke. Ooh, God, still super close between first and second.
Man, look at that.
How many questions are there in this quiz?
69.
This is a
25.
good one. This is a good one.
Who does Darth Sidious call
Oh, yeah.
stunted slime?
Get this stunted slime out of my
I
sight.
can't remember his damn name, though.
Okay. I think I
I
got it.
guess. I guess.
I think I got it right, but it took too long to answer.
Get
Oh,
this
there we go. Justin loves this question
my
too.
Face.
I don't know, Justin. What kind of questions do you want? Like, what do they call their laser swords? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Is Star Wars for kids?
ooh,
Fuck you. Them's fighting words.
Black dog.
this is very. What? Somebody picked Jar Jar. Thank you.
I got it
Damn it.
right.
I did not.
It's fine.
That was the one I was
Took
gonna
me
pick.
ages to pick.
Should have
it.
went with my gut.
Mm.
Who is above me?
Jedi Lukey.
No. Five.
Penis breath.
Bigfoot.
Probably
Penis
the
breath.
Senate.
Yeah, who's
Probably
penis
the
breath in the chat? Penis breath, raise your hand. It's Apollo. I see that smile, that laughing one.
He's got a dick foot in his mouth.
Oh shit.
Who does Michelle Taylor play?
What the hell?
Fuck, I know.
Mhm.
Shot in the dark there.
Holy shit.
Oh god, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
There's a little bit of a process of elimination there, but
Kiadi.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's down to
What
2.
about the
really.
Board Attack on the Wookiees?
What's wrong with Kiadi Mundi? That's what I picked, bitch.
Oh, I got it wrong. Yeah, I
Oh,
now I
that's
realize who
split
it
on
was.
this.
I remember who it was now. It's that long
I
neck
got it
fuck.
wrong.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah.
25%, so got over half of you on
Attack
that
on the
one.
Wookiees.
Yeah.
No idea.
Jedi Luke, you want to take over my YouTube channel?
Is that what happens? Is the winner of this gets to take over your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
they're
can
gonna
make it
they're gonna
mistakes.
obviously make better content than me. Bigfoot, 14.
Lore, what do you know about lore? You could barely be in the positive on the simple quiz.
Yeah. Take too long to answer.
Oh come on.
Who
How
the
many
fuck picked
females
this
are-
question?
How many females are there on the Jedi Council?
Seriously.
None. Strong females were invented in
Oh,
2016.
fucking Christ. I should have picked that one just out of pure
Picky.
principle.
Oh god.
God. That's good. That's
Oh
good.
god, I got it wrong because I was like not thinking.
I think I may have got it wrong too.
At this point, I don't care.
Same here. It's obviously E.
I
mean, come on.
People picked E. Thank you, everybody, for picking E on that one.
I got it
Well,
right.
I guess.
Oh, it's Yaddle.
Yeah, I forgot one. Yeah, it's 3.
Who's the third one? Yaddle, and then the black girl, and who?
Shock T. I think it's on there.
Oh, damn it!
I thought she was Attack of the Clones.
But
Yeah.
she's on the Jedi Council.
Yeah, she's in the council.
But this is Phantom
That's
Menace,
proper.
not
You see her in the
Yeah,
Phantom
they showed
Menace.
the
her.
council now.
Mhm.
okay.
What's the first word in the opening crawl?
War.
Star Wars.
Just kidding.
War.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Shit, I don't remember. The dead speak. Oh wait, that's Rise of Palpatine. Sorry.
I mean, that's all.
Dumbest
3 words
fucking call ever.
totally explained
The
everything.
first
You know?
word
I know.
is star, by the way. You got all of it wrong.
Nah, it's
The
not
dead
part of the
speak.
crawl.
Ooh, let's see. I think I got it.
Half of people got it.
Yep.
Yes.
Turmoil.
I hit the wrong one.
Jedi Lukey starting to open up a lead now.
Oh,
What
this
is the
is
name of the
easy.
protocol droid that
Easy.
greets Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan on the Trade Federation
Did you
flagship?
say easy?
Hell yeah, that's easy. He says it.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never
Doesn't
mind.
really
I
help
hear it
me
now.
because all the people
I hear it
ahead
now.
of me are going to get it too. So
I hear it now.
I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations.
My master programming was Sith language, but I can't speak it. Sorry. That's my
Right.
fault.
statement.
I speak of a
My
600,
name is TC14.
600 million forms of communications. What about Sith? Except that one.
Except that one, yeah.
I can talk to the little fuzzy bear guys, not to the Siths.
Exactly, yeah.
It is
Right.
TC-14.
Mhm.
I got that right somehow.
So,
Hey, I moved up.
Congratulations.
yes, you did. Dickfoot's going up in the
Runner,
world.
19th. Come on,
I
man.
am Dickfoot in 12th spot. Hey, considering I pretty much had negative 1,000 points to begin with.
True.
Why did Obi-Wan suggest landing the Naboo Royal Starship on Tatooine? So why'd they pick Tatooine?
Okay.
Yeah, because there's two. There's one in here. This one answer is going to confuse people, I think, Greg.
He loves
sand.
That's a
Hey.
good one.
That's a really good one.
It's always about sand. Oh boy. Yeah, people are gonna like this one.
Yep, it's true. Free from the Trade Federation. That's right.
But the Hutts aren't looking for.
Yeah, like
Correct.
You mentioned
That's right.
so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I went with that. But
Well, I'm back in 14th.
I
So
can't
I'm
even
back.
budge. I haven't budged in like 12 moves here.
Hey, man.
How many are there, Greg?
25.
There are 25.
Wow.
On which planet's moons does
Okay.
Anakin say the angels live?
I know this one.
Mhm.
too.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Legoland.
How come there's more answers now? This is bullshit. It's Legoland.
It is.
Legoland.
Lego Moon.
It's of Lego.
Kurskins.
The moons of Bogdan.
Ah. Somebody picked that.
How many people? What the fuck, people? Felucia?
I know. Who picked Felucia?
It sounds Star Warsy, I guess.
Felucia's not isn't not until the Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Actually, number
Iego,
20.
Justin, not Lego.
Yeah. What advice does Shmi give Anakin when he leaves Tatooine?
Learn to love sand.
Don't come back.
It's not that bad. Don't come back. Get the fuck out of here. I'm finally free of your stupid ass. Yeah.
Kids ain't cheap.
I'm renting your room.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Your room won't be here waiting for you when you get back. Yeah.
I'm gonna fill your bedroom with sand.
Yeah.
Thanks for leaving me here with this gay boy.
I'm just gonna let the strange man take off with you, no problem.
Maybe Megatron's the best answer though.
I was kind of macking on him, but it's
Use
all
a
good.
condom.
Don't look
Oh,
back.
God.
And he don't look back.
Be brave.
Yeah.
One day you will fight the great Diabeto.
Man Jam moves into third place. How does
See,
Queen
Amidala. How does Queen Amidala?
Look at that,
last
Queen
time?
Amidala.
She's
Yeah.
been in
Yeah,
a quest
Queen,
yet.
not
Her
Padme.
royal title
That's
is
her
different
They
than
say
her
Padme
surname.
Amidala all the
That's her-
time.
yeah,
Padme
that's her given
Amidala.
name.
Anyway, continue.
That's her given name for queen.
Padme Amidala is her name.
Padme Newberry.
Okay.
Correct.
Padme, that has no bearing on the fucking movies.
Is this question going to start?
Yes. How does Queen Amidala convince Boss Nass and the Gungans to help the Naboo?
We know we help the Naboo. She agrees to take Jar Jar. Oh my God. You just fucking added that E.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I
why
did.
it took so long.
That's why it took so long. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love this stuff.
And it wasn't Amidala, it was Padme.
Right.
Since we're fucking having pronoun games
Get it
here
right.
and shit.
Yeah.
Had
Fucking
they?
nerds.
Bad them. Yeah.
Dream Pinto picked it's not Amidala.
I did pick it's not Amidala. Because it wasn't. It was Padme. If she's not Padme Amidala and she's picking then
She actually revealed that she was the queen at that point in the movie.
yeah, but that doesn't matter. She's not the one who begs for help. Yeah, she does. Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she does.
Somebody begged for a blow.
She gets on her
That's all I
knees.
remember. Yeah, somebody got on their knees and
Like, please put it in my mouth.
just something about just a tip.
Oh,
You shall. No, like-
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead and continue that sentence.
You, sir.
Me like this.
Maybe we start being friends.
God.
Yes.
Especially after this.
Which character does not enter the Naboo Royal Palace at the end?
Stay in that cockpit.
Not gonna think.
Oh shit!
Brian Blessed is awesome though.
Damn it! Fuck.
Oh my God. You said give
You
me the
said
blowy
give me the
blowy.
blowy blowy?
She turned me into a newt. She turned you into a newt. Well, I got better.
I got better.
All right, 50 says it's Tarpo.
Tarpal
Yes,
Kennel.
it is. Capitapos.
I forgot who that damn character was. I was like, oh fuck, no, I don't remember.
Jaja.
Whoa, open airlock
Stinks
moves
like
into
doo-doo.
third all of a sudden.
Oh, he's moving up.
Yeah,
in the
there's
world.
no way I can win though. It's too
You
many.
want my channel open?
Yeah, not enough questions left. What was the name of the group of N1 starfighter pilots in the Battle of Naboo?
Oh,
Sand fighters.
God.
Ooh,
Sand fighters.
Sand Squadron.
I don't know. I just I'm like, it's like 1:40 in the morning for me, so I'm like,
Oh, now you're using the time of day as an example.
yeah, I am. I am playing that card right now.
Jedi, look, he's killing it.
I am not helping anybody. Like a Jedi.
Sand Squadron.
Ooh, kind of all over the place here. It is Bravo.
Oh, I actually like just just picked it.
Bravo,
now you're awake,
bravo.
Come on, Dickfoot, you can do better than this.
Okay. At the Battle of Naboo. All right.
Oh, yeah, this one's going to be, everyone's going to love these.
God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me with
Yeah.
this shit?
I just picked a random one.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't know.
He's winning, McJitty, because he's good.
That's the reaction I expected from Justin there.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Bruh.
Pretty much. That is literally a bra question.
Uh-huh.
Good one didn't make this this
Bobby
That would be me.
I just picked one. I have no
I
idea.
randomly picked one, yeah. I mean, I just, like, the one that sounded fake.
Oh, I actually got it right.
There you go. Hey, your
Fuck is
guesses
Nebrae?
are good.
I don't.
It's a creature that's not in there, so I don't know what it is.
I have no idea. I just
Okay, fucking Star Wars Steve
How the fuck
Irwin.
did you figure this out? Oh, yeah, we can see Nebrae.
I'm gonna poke it.
He is not in the Battle of Naboo. He is not.
He's really mad now.
Oh, this is a great one.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. How do you feel about sand?
Yeah.
God damn it! I clicked on the wrong one. Oh well, whatever.
Why'd you give the answer away, Mara? That wasn't.
What? I didn't say anything.
Hey, how do you feel about sand?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
It took me too long to answer that.
We will watch your career with great interest.
Somebody
Yeah,
should pick
Anakin.
how you feel about sand.
I'm going to watch you.
Thank you for choosing question E. It's never answer E. At least it was not in this trivia.
I will come pick you up later. My van is white and it says free candy on the side.
And the windows are very
All right.
tinted.
Jedi
Don't
Luke
mind that.
again with the victory on Star Wars trivia.
Damn, Mega
Nice
Jetty
job.
come in. Look at that.
Mega Jedi
Welcome
coming
to
in
third.
at second.
Wow.
Tim, a respectable third place.
I fell out the 10th spot there.
Well, look at Dickfoot.
Yeah.
115th.
Yeah, fucking Dickfoot. Fucking useless. cunt.
Good
Give
job,
his
guys.
channel away.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was great. Yes. Nice job. Nice job, Greg. Except for the
And
one question.
subscribe
we
to
all
Drunk
know.
3PO in the
Except-
negative.
Except
Do
it
it.
is Padme Amidala. Just so
That
you
is
all
correct.
know.
That is correct. Mhm.
I beat Justin proper. So are you? What are you?
Justin Proper said is I was penis prep.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm not surprised at all. Nobody is by that. No. Mhm.
You're supposed to pick unironic names, Justin.
Like Dickfoot.
Like I like pussy.
Yes. Not Dick Brent.
I'm kidding. I'm picking on him. I know.
We've been picking on him all night. He said he didn't like Ghostbusters in the fucking chat. earlier.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what he said. He says he was joking after we all
He
gave him shit,
better
but I
be.
wanted
I'm
to
gonna
know.
have to
Yeah.
beat his ass.
Yeah.
That's right. It's already bad enough. I got to yell at Jeff, the rookie critic, because he didn't care for it very much.
What the
What?
Why?
Because he's a dumb kid. I don't know.
Jesus.
He didn't care for what?
Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a shame.
I know. It's like
Sorry, Mega Jetty One. There was no collusion.
No,
it's
there's
like when
not.
you hear it's like when you hear somebody go, "I don't like pizza." You're like, "What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
I know.
wrong
How?
with you?" It's like I can understand if he's like, "I don't like Pizza Hut." It's not okay. I get that. I don't like
Mhm.
Pizza Pit. Okay, but if you don't like pizza, you're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
No.
It's like I don't like Ghostbusters. What the fuck is wrong with you? You see, I don't like Ghostbusters 2. I don't like 2016. Great, we can understand that.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
What
Oh, no.
world? I have not met one person besides Jeff, the rookie critic, who does not like Ghostbusters.
We
I
gotta
had
do.
never met anybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta do.
Lost Boys, another one. Who the fuck don't like Lost Boys?
I
Or the
know.
Monster Squad? Is there time to vote yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
all night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're gonna make this
Oh,
one
yeah.
tough.
All night.
Oh shit.
It's a tough one.
I know. Did you see, Tom, that we had Andre Gower on the other night?
Who?
James.
Sean from the Lost Boys.
Oh no, I didn't,
Or
man.
from Monster Squad. From Monster Squad. Sorry. Yeah,
no,
we had
no,
him
no,
on.
no. I didn't know
Yep.
that shit, dude. You should
Yeah,
We had him
do
on.
it.
Janice Solo. What is Lost Boys? Janice Solo. Do you like vampire movies?
You should have
She
told
doesn't
me,
like
dude.
anything after or before 2000, I think.
Nobody ever
they
fucking
did,
tells
they
me
did a watch
these things.
party. They did a watch party of Monster Squad, and then Andre.
Everybody keeps shit from me.
It was so funny.
We
Andre
interviewed the
came
kid
on.
from Monster Squad. Your aunt got married. Your grandpa died. Everybody keeps shit from me all the time. I don't know why.
I told Jeff to invite you in culture, so
It was so funny. Andre came on midway through while they were watching, and when he's
know
like,
what you're gonna
I'll come back after you've finished. And after he leaves, Tim, the excitement that was on Tim's face, he was just, oh my god!
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
he's the top guy in the movie, you know, and I've
Yeah.
been watching that since '87. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be on a stream with that guy. It was almost too much to believe. So
Well,
What the fuck, Justin Proper? What's wrong with you?
why don't you watch it and find out what Monster Squad?
and he was cool
Yeah.
as fuck too, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah, he
mean,
was. Yeah, he really was, man.
talking about Star Wars probably half the time, I would say.
Yeah, we did talk about some Star Wars too, yeah. It's not. Squard. I didn't notice he spelled it Squard. I don't know. Can't English, can't math.
Yeah.
Jesus, Justin.
Loses to a girl in trivia contest.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that the poll was hard for me because I love both movies, but Monster Squad was just,
It's like a personal preference.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, I went on the grounds of production value, story overall, longevity, cast overall.
Mhm.
I like the Monster Squad, but the Monster Squad, let's face it, is basically Goonies with monsters. Lost Boys is kind of original in a lot of ways. So
Mhm. I loved Andre's shot at Goonies. They saved a neighborhood from becoming a golf course. We saved the world.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Daniel, I'm gonna find these like 2 movies on stream and like sit your butt down somehow for a watch party when you're free, because like
Yeah, I know.
And Ghostbusters.
I watched
Yes.
Captain Kim for you, Daniel. So I watched,
cry, little sister.
Love that song.
so I'll find those movies for you so we can do a watch party. You can get a taste of American cinema from the 80s.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Daniel, you seen Ghostbusters?
Better.
You gotta wait for that fucking.
I have a
call.
busy social life, Mars. What Daniel said.
Oh, in other words, he gets laid a lot, so he's slumming it with us nerds.
He says he's not locked down like a peasant.
See, he's even.
He doesn't live in Victoria.
See, of course I've seen Ghostbusters. See,
Good.
There you go. See? Okay.
No, Jaina, no. Don't say that. No, don't say that.
No.
what?
Okay.
No.
Strike. No, you got like Stripes. I love Stripes.
Oh God,
How
Stripes is
are
great.
80s movies kind of cringe compared to the shit they shovel to us today?
No kidding.
Terminator,
Mhm.
Aliens,
Yep.
One Little China,
I got
Caddyshack.
Gremlins, Fright Night,
Oh yeah, you know what you're talking.
Indiana Jones movies. They literally point.
How
Is
do
that
you
on the
feel about
Discord?
the stand?
I
Yeah,
got
is that
I
on the
got
Discord?
I got a little crease in my head right here. It's from cringing so many times during Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh my god. I couldn't watch that movie in one sitting, man.
Isn't it amazing how a movie can form a crease on your head?
It's
Yeah,
super.
it's permanently there.
I don't understand the spider.
I don't
See,
either. I
doesn't-
was trying to figure that
Doesn't that
out.
look like a dick for a second?
No, that looks like
No.
Dickfoot.
And then that looks like a pussy hole?
no. What? Okay, I'm gonna give you a Rorschach test, and I'm gonna ask you like what you see.
What
Because
is
if you see the
What the
There.
fuck?
He sees dick everywhere.
yeah,
Dana, you need to do
this is
something.
funny.
I'm like,
This is
no,
funny.
dude, that's a foot.
It's always bad. It always has been bad.
Gun at him.
That's good. I love that meme. I love that.
Well, we are going to do a bunch of watch parties, Jane and Solo, so you're going to see some of these 80s films.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you watching like from the 80s that makes you think they're cheesy? I don't get it.
I want to know. I want to know that too. I also want to know that too. So Justin said 80s movies are gayer.
You
Okay.
just lose Greg.
Did Greg
Yeah.
eat himself?
I don't know.
Gay.
I don't know about that, Justin. Outside of Top Gun, there wasn't that many homoerotic movies.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah, that's like, that's like,
That's
probably
yeah.
that
That's
called
mhm.
the gay one.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
but not too many, because
Victorian spy. Jana says I watch Revenge of the Sith on loop. Nothing else.
Ugh. You get bored of it after a while?
we are
Ugh.
going to educate you.
Yes.
God, there's
Sleepaway
more to
Camp.
life than that
Sleepaway
movie.
Camp
trust
wasn't
me.
gay.
No,
That was really far
It
from
had
being
really-
gay.
It had a
Yeah.
really fucked up ending, but it
Yeah.
wasn't
Hell of a twist.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
not gay.
Great twist.
And I hope
Right
you
foot.
mean the original one, Jana, and not the remake from 2010. Good
Yes, I
Lord.
was gonna. Oh, yeah, that was like.
Didn't Jonah say earlier that
You can't, Justin. You can't say it was.
AG,
You don't
they
know.
were born in the 2000s?
Yeah, you don't know anything until the end, so you can't say it was. There's like nothing in it to imply that would be gay until like the twist ending.
Justin, you're weird. Just so you
There-
know. And I don't mean like queer weird. I just mean like
Could
weird.
be.
Weird.
Male dog piles. This is not the episode of South Park with the dewbacks.
This
So,
quit talking about your fantasies and
The
just get
Goobacks.
over it.
the Goobacks. South Park was a dog pile. That's
Go
not-
watch the fucking volleyball scene in fucking Top Gun and leave me alone.
Yeah.
I love you, Justin, but not tonight.
If
You're
there's,
wrong.
one, if there's one positive thing I can say about the remake for Friday the 13th movie, or not Friday the 13th, but Nightmare on Elm Street
Nightmare.
remake was that Jackie Earl Haley was a good,
Right?
not as good as Robert Englund.
But they didn't give him shit to work
They
with.
didn't. No, yeah, you're
No.
right. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll tell you this right now because I'm a huge fucking Nightmare on Elm Street fan. Y'all know, like, as much as you are Jeff of Michael Myers, I'm probably that of Freddy, if not more. And like the thing I was like found interesting as we're getting in the movie, because I was like you, Mara, I'm like, I don't want to watch this fucking movie. And then they're like, Jackie Earle Haley's playing Freddy. I'm like, all right, I'll think about it.
Mhm.
And then like the first trailer wasn't horrible ish. I mean, there's a few bits and pieces where I'm like, and I got a free ticket to go see the movie, so I went and saw it. I'm just like, what the fuck is this garbage? Because like 2/3 of the way through the movie actually kind of takes a turn where you're like, okay, they might try something original
Mhm.
and good.
That's what I thought.
And they
too.
play with the idea of making Freddy actually innocent.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do.
And
Mhm.
then when they didn't, I'm like, wait a minute, no. You just backed out of that. Not only that, you make none of this make sense because all you've done now is make him, a diddler instead of a murderer. So what the fuck does he have the claws for?
Well, to be
Mhm.
okay, to be fair to that was the original intent from Wes Craven.
And they never really hid that.
But yeah,
They
but there,
never-
there was genuine cases happening around the time that they
Mm.
thought that they would be accused of copying what was actually going on. So he changed it from diddler to murderer. But yeah, like,
It's both. They say both in the movies, though, Mara. They never hid that part of it.
Well, I'm saying but like they indicated that he like did that like near like later on in the series, but in the beginning, it was changed to a child murderer because
yeah.
of what's going on, basically in the real world. So, but yeah, to your point, yeah, like what's the point of him having knives if he's not a child murderer?
Well, yeah, because all he's going to do is leave evidence.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
I thought it made more sense that the kids killed him or had him killed actually, and then because that gives you a new like, okay, you're doing something different. You're not ripping off the old. Because that's the other problem is the whole point of Nightmare on Elm Street is the kids paying for the sins of their parents. The parents are like non-existent in the remake.
I know.
It's like, where the fuck are the parents? They're just gone.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense. Why would they not feature the parents like that when it's so much of a connects with the story?
Yeah, they got like 2 scenes, and it's like, we know what we did, and it's like that's it. And then they show the scene where they chase him down, and like that's it. You know, it's like there's like maybe 1 or 2 other scenes with Nancy's mom, but they just try to play her off like she's some drunk or whatever. It's like you guys did not even understand the dynamic of the first film, do you? It was like the first film, Nancy's issues were stemming in the doctor's mind and everybody else's mind from the fact that her parents were divorced. Her mom's an alcoholic, doesn't pay any fucking attention to her. And when she does, she treats her like shit. Her dad babies her. I mean, it was the divorced parent syndrome of the 80s. It was really commenting on a lot of that because you didn't have a lot of that shit in movies before that.
Jane, I don't think that you don't think everything be ruined if you watched it.
No, you really don't need to see the Nightmare on Elm Street or the Friday.
Not for Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what too. That Freddy versus Jason probably has the worst on-screen iteration of Jason. One of them.
Probably.
The guy's fucking terrible. Because they didn't even ask Kane Hodder to come back. Not even ask him. Because the director who directed Freddy vs. Jason had never seen either one of those movies. None of them.
Basically, every story, and I've talked to Robert Shea directly about this. Basically, everybody blames everybody else, but more people blame the director than anybody.
Yep. Oh, Tom doesn't like 2018 Halloween?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Not to go too deep into it. It didn't do a couple of things it had to do, and that was convince me that Halloween 2 shouldn't exist and they shouldn't be brother and sister. And
I never liked that to be
and I'm fine with that because initially Michael Myers was just supposed to chase babysitters, which again makes sense to me. Okay, if you're going to retcon part 2 and just make him a babysitter chaser, fine. Which they kind of did that, but they didn't really jump to that. And then the shit with the doctor just really turned me off. Michael has way too many powers. He shouldn't be that powerful.
Yeah,
he only killed 4 people.
The whole doctor angle that was
Sartain.
Yeah, and Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter in the movie is completely unlikable. Her friend that was babysitting the little kid was infinitely more entertaining. The duo there. In fact, the granddaughter's a bitch because she like fucking totally blows off that one dude just because he kisses her and then leaves him to die. Treats him like a total douchebag, even though all he did was try to steal a kiss. It was like, really, that you're really gonna act like the dude fucking tried to rape you or something? Like, I thought that was just way too far. And then like just the fact that you had this set up to where Laurie could be the new Dr. Loomis character because she knows so much about Michael, you missed that opportunity of her that moment where she realizes I've just wasted 40 years of my life preparing for this guy and he don't give 2 shits about me. All he gives a shit about is killing babysitters. So I need to become proactive now, and that means she becomes the Loomis character. I felt like those were the few things they missed out on. And again, like just him being able to twist people's necks around and all the shit he did was just like, this is Jason, not Michael Myers. What the fuck are you doing here? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Because they were going off the idea of part 2 where he's like shot him 6 times, fucker still alive, goes through all kinds of other shit, goes through all kinds of other shit, and he's still alive. It's like, and he kills I don't know how many more people in part 2. It's like, okay, fine, if you're gonna have part 2, fine, I believe this. But if you're just going by part 1, he doesn't do jack shit in part 1. He kills a whole of 3 people on Halloween night and his sister. That's it. Am I missing somebody? Does he kill 4 or 3? He kills the girl, the guy. Oh, okay, 4. 5. Wait, because I forgot the guy he steals from, so he kills 5. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
steals the cloak from. That's 1.
Yeah.
He kills the 2 kids and the other girl. And that's it. No, so it's only 4. So it is only 4.
Yeah. Well, no, he kills. Let's see. He kills. Yeah.
Does he kill the dog?
4.
Does he kill? Does he kill
He
like?
kills the dog, yeah, if you want to count that.
Yeah, because he kills the guy that Loomis finds the truck and the gown, and he took the guy's mechanic suit. So that's 1.
That's
yeah,
1.
So his sister, and then the other 2 girls. Yeah. Well, no, and then Bob.
Hold
He
on,
doesn't kill his. He doesn't kill his sister in this one though. He killed her in the beginning though. But yeah. I was counting that. True.
Yeah. So I'm not counting the sister. He killed the mechanic. He killed that film crew. The guy, and the woman, and the man.
Oh, 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was in the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't like.
Well, that one scene he has there's 6 bodies there, isn't there? Where that one dude's head's all twisted around and shit.
Yeah.
There's not maybe that many, but there's a couple. I just remember it was overboard. I was really kind of just disappointed considering you got, the mask looks right finally, kind of, and you got John Carpenter doing the music and Jamie Lee Curtis, and I was glad it did so well because hopefully that opens the door for us to get maybe another Robert Englund Freddy movie. Maybe Jason to go back to its original continuity once they get the rights figured out there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Maybe taking Leatherface back to the original continuity again, even though he was technically already once taken back there. But with that one 3D one they did a while back, that's technically a sequel to the first film.
Yep.
Which I think I talked to that director too. Or no, Adam Marcus wrote it. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, we can agree that Halloween Resurrection is the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
5's worse than that, but
you think 5's worse?
Yeah, because if you lop off the beginning of Halloween Resurrection, the movie itself isn't the worst Halloween movie. The part just with Laurie is the worst part. I mean, the part with the idea with the kids in the house, that's not a horrible idea.
No.
Like, if somebody's fucking with Michael's house, I got to imagine they're going to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't know. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the worst. Never mind. Yeah, Halloween 2 is
I don't even count that.
And I hate the first Rob Zombie one too. It's like he tried to make him something original in the first half, and he just copied this in the second half. It's like if you're gonna do your own original thing, do it all original. Don't just try to copy the second half of the fucking movie.
Yeah, not only that, the shit between the kid and what's his face, the guy who plays Loomis.
I hated that casting, by the way.
I didn't like the casting, but those two together in their scenes are good.
Yeah, they are.
I can't think of his name now. Not Roddy McDowell, the other one, Malcolm.
No, Justin, you're wrong.
Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah,
he was good in it and he's never seen Halloween. He refused to watch it because he did not want to do an imitation of the old version, which I do kind of admire him for because I like that his version is a bit different. Because you're right, Jeff. That first half of that movie. It was actually wait a minute here. I kind of like what he's doing. This is the real story. And if you say the 78 movie is the made for TV kind of movie, and this is the real shit that happened. And then when it starts to get to the other movie, it's where it falls off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Jana Solo. Halloween, Friday the 13th, both are
not true,
Halloween. If in a way it's
why not both?
Spawned the slasher genre. Actually, no. Technically,
the thing with Halloween is you can go on a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's so many different timelines and continuities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though people know Friday the 13th more for the 80s slasher because it premiered in the 80s, Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually spawned the slasher genre. So
yes, it did.
If you like that genre, then it doesn't matter. Halloween or Friday the 13th, they're kind of the same coin, different side. So
I don't know about that, Jeffrey. That's a stretch.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. If you say Friday the 13th,
for the pink mask.
Then we can talk then.
Yeah.
Because you want to watch, if you're going to go with the Friday the 13th, avoid the remake there too. I know not as many people hate that, but I have serious issues with that fucking movie.
Yeah.
First of all, Jason don't take prisoners. Okay. Second of all, when the fuck did Jason become Leatherface and have a fucking layer underneath his fucking cabin? Yeah, so like those two things right there really turned me off on that movie. And plus they crammed way too much into one fucking movie.
All right, I'll give you that. I didn't mind it as much as
It's not the worst, but
Nightmare on Elm Street remake, but
oh yeah, it's not nearly that bad.
Criticisms of it.
Oh yeah, it's not nearly that bad, but like I felt kind of cheated though because we get like the first 3 or 4 movies crammed into one movie, and you're just kind of like.
Yeah, but on that note, it's a little after 2 a.m. for me, and I'm actually crossing my legs. So
She's crashing. She's got to be.
I got
crawling up into the
Justin. I disown you now.
Jaina Solo for the Halloween movies. You can if you want to skip Halloween 3 because the story goes that the original plan was that it's just going to be movies based on Halloween or centered on Halloween, and then people got pissed because there was no. I'm a spoiler here. No Michael Myers in the movies.
Yeah.
So you can watch it if you want, but it's going to have no bearing on the other films.
Halloween's actually kind of fun. 3, I mean.
Yeah, like
it
is on its own. It's not a bad film, but like going in expecting to see Michael Myers, it has no bearing at all on the other films.
You know what else is fun? Watching Mega Jetty and Jedi Loki fight it out over Twitter over this quiz.
Yes.
Pretty much. So I'm like, who remembers a British comedian who voices Darth Maul?
Yeah. I'm surprised, Mega Jetty, I'm surprised you also didn't put in there the fact that Padme's last name, that question.
Yeah.
You got that right.
I know me. But yeah, I'm going to turn in.
Well, congrats on 8th place, Mara.
Take care.
I actually was kind of surprised I made the top 10 because I was like, oh shit, I didn't watch the movie, so I'm not going to fail. And
thanks for coming on, Mara.
But at least Dickfoot, I'll give you credit. You got into the positives finally.
Yeah, you did.
It took me a while. But I got there.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for coming on, Mara. We appreciate having you. We always love having you on here.
You're welcome. So good night. See you all later.
Good
night, Mara.
Bye, Mara.
Yeah, Lord Vader H2O is pretty good. I see now my preferred trilogy. Like I'll usually go with the trilogy, and that's what I call it. That's Halloween, Halloween 2, and H2O.
Yeah,
they match up the best, make the most sense. A nice, good ending, solid ending with part 3. It makes a nice trilogy. So
it does. Yeah, I know that Lord Vader asked me earlier, like what my list of them. Actually, I'm going to do a video on that for October, so I'll put out a video.
I just remember being in the theater on opening night on H2O, and when she comes over there and she goes, Michael, the whole fucking theater just went, yeah,
I remember that. Yep.
And she goes over that hill there, with the fucking axe in her hand. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, everybody's like, now some shit's gonna go down.
Yep. Yeah, that was a fun theater experience.
That was the match we were waiting fucking 20 years for, or actually, well, a little 18 years or whatever. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, is that what Daniel sent you?
Yeah.
I was gonna play. I'm gonna play it too, but you're gonna have to mute it because it's got the music.
No, well, I didn't bring up this is just a picture of. He took a screenshot.
I'll
video.
Share, I'll send
the video.
I'll play the video. I was going to get to it. So we just getting ready to start but I'm not going to play the audio. So,
Justin, Halloween 4 was great at the time because it was a return to form, but Halloween H2O knocks 4, 5, and 6 out the fucking water.
It does. It does.
And 5 is one of the worst horror movies ever made. So
5 is bad. 5 is bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Almost as bad as H2. H2 is the only one that's probably worse.
God, H2 is just fucked that franchise. I'm surprised it even got, I was really mad at Rob Zombie because a lot of people were because he just didn't give a shit anymore. And it's like,
you heard the interview where he said he made it a shitty movie on purpose so they wouldn't let him do a part 3. And dude, they're gonna fucking do it with or without you anyway.
I know. He's wanted to fuck it up completely. Asshole. See if it's playing. There we go. Not such a long time ago in a galaxy far away, far closer than you think. So this is from Daniel. Like I said, I turned off the audio.
SJW Wars.
Episode 1.
No sand.
Pronouns and space. They're very important.
Perfect voice for it.
The
Really.
I know.
keyboard warrior reigns. Hypocrisy and a culture of cancellations have taken over the galaxy. Small indiscretions and microaggressions, those are bad, committed months or even years ago, are being used in attempts to turn the population against those that were once loved and adored by millions. But they're big racist bigots. Meanwhile, people of integrity like myself and intelligence rally together in search of common sense. Wait a minute. Determined to put an end to this clown. Wait a minute. This is wait. This is not right. This is problematic.
That sounds like Brie Larson, Tom.
No, Brie Larson's not. Brie Larson has less brains. Hey,
Nice job, Daniel. Nice job.
you can't
Nice
really form a sentence of words. Huh?
It's propaganda.
I like puppies.
Ooh, the series is okay. I did
Oh my
for
god!
what
I
it
got my
was. I'm on my period while I'm working out on a fucking YouTube video.
Yeah, and
I
doing
hope I
squats.
don't squirt.
Squirt the blood. Ugh.
Oh shit! I left a spot.
I need a bucket and a mop for this BAP.
Oh,
Oh man,
that's gross.
that's really gross.
Friday the 13th
Tom switched back
series
to his avatar.
was kind of a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because that it all happened right about the same time as the Freddy series did, and at least the Freddy series, as bad as it was, had Freddy in it. You know, and this we kind of like they really made it. Because I swear, I'm trying to remember the ads. I swear they kind of made you feel like it was going to be Jason. Because they're like, now the fear of Friday the 13th doesn't stop on the big screen. And they had like a big mask behind like the grave and shit. And it's like, coming soon, Friday the 13th, the series. And it was like, that's all I remember. It's like, I don't ever remember them saying, it's going to be like X-Files, a show you haven't seen, but comes out in like 10 years. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And that was right around the
Years.
time they started showing a lot of gore in syndication.
Yeah, they got away with a lot of shit on Freddy's Nightmare.
War of the Worlds, the series, which I actually love the first season. It's weird in that it has kind of like an ongoing story arc. There was some really, really gory stuff, like sawing off people's heads and taking their brains out. And this is on, syndicated TV, not cable. So Nightmare, Friday the 13th, and there might have been a couple of other shows like that.
Friday the 13th, the series was pretty tame. It was basically less tame than X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
It was basically about a curio shop that had a bunch of like haunted antiques.
Cursed objects, yeah.
Yeah, and each episode they kind of dealt with whatever, and then like the main star left. I want to say the second or third season, and I just went to shit. Yeah. It was never that great to begin with, but it was just like, okay. It's just something to sell it because it had the fucking Friday the 13th name on it.
Right.
What about part 6, Halloween 6, Tom? Producer's cut or regular theatrical?
Producer's cut is fucking weird. Yeah. I mean, them making him her baby daddy is weird. I like that they at least somewhat kind of got to a point of the series, but then it just kind of ends on a really fucked up note.
Yep.
And there was really nowhere to go after that either. It just was kind of like, I don't know. 4, 5, and 6 are really. I've never been that big of a fan of 4. I'll be honest. I mean, I like 4 all right, but that's like picking like between a titty twister, a snake bite, and fucking a pink belly. You know what I mean? Like, which one's worse? I'll take the pink belly, I guess. It'll hurt the least, I suppose. That's about where I feel about those. Because, like, yeah, outside of like H2O was such a breath of fresh air. I don't know how old you were, Jeff, at that time. I think you're closer to my age. Yeah.
Yeah,
where it
I was. Yeah, when was that? What year did that come out?
98.
98. That's right. Yeah. So I was almost 20. I was about 19 or 20 then.
Yeah, so you're the same age as me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing that in theater. It was definitely redeeming from seeing the Jason Goes to Hell in the theater, and people like excited to see that in the theater. Like, what the fuck would I just watch? What the fuck was that? Why is Jason the snake
Jason Goes
demon?
to Hell is a weird fucking monster, I'll tell you.
Uh-huh. Got that weird demon thing that goes in and out of people. It's
it has like some ideas that are okay. I didn't think that the redesign of Jason was that bad. I thought it was
no,
right.
I didn't either. Mm-hmm.
Just yeah, the whole subplot of him going and jumping through bodies and then giving him a sister and all this other bullshit, just kind of like
weird.
And I did interview the director of that, and
you did.
Yeah, the version that he had originally sounded much better.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't go with that, because it had more to do with Jason's brother. And it had more to do with why Jason was so strong and shit. And it actually had a connection to the Evil Dead more so. And there's a little nod to that in the version that's out there now, but like it, like literally, like she was using the Book of the Dead on Jason to try and bring it back.
Yep.
And her brother was like all frail and shit. So he was all jealous that Jason was always doted on when he was alive. And then now that he's after death, he's got, he's basically immortal. So he figures out that he can live on forever by eating Jason's heart or something like that. And
yeah,
that's kind of where that whole idea came from. So then his brother would have been Jason's brother running around. And then, it also had to do more with Elias Voorhees and some other shit like that. And how we find out he really wasn't Jason's father and all this shit. And yeah, it was a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We actually saw Elias Voorhees in part 6. They cut it out.
Yeah, they almost got to do that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. Soul Assassin, I don't remember if that. I don't remember. Tom, was Pinhead supposed to be in Jason Goes to Hell?
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, he was supposed to. They couldn't get the rights though. When they both fall into hell, they were supposed to fall into a big like wrestling match, and then Pinhead was supposed to go, "Boys, what seems to be the problem?"
Nice.
And yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I remember when the mask came out, or the glove came out and grabbed the mask, and everybody's like, "Oh crap, we're going to finally get." They've been talking about Freddy versus Jason for years.
Oh yeah, that was a movie and it was funny because I've talked almost every director I've ever talked to has done a treatment for it. Like that was a movie that, like, I swear every single director in Hollywood that within the range of doing it did a treatment for Freddy versus Jason. Even Peter Jackson wrote a Freddy movie, and I can't believe they didn't make his Freddy movie. But going back to Jason Goes to Hell real quick, I know you know this, Jeff. There's a little bit of trivia there. Who's the only person who's ever played both Freddy and Jason?
Oh,
you didn't know this?
I don't think I did.
Kane Hodder, because he's the one with the Freddy's glove on.
That's right. Because he used the glove. That's right.
Yep.
Damn it. That's right.
Yeah, he's the one buried underneath the dirt.
That's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like if you guys never heard of the treatment that Peter Jackson did for Nightmare, I think it was going to be 6. Oh, it fucking sounded awesome. It was going to pick up where 5 left off with it was going to be still with Alice and her son. And the whole idea was it was going to be a few years later, and like Freddy had it's kind of like how where Freddy versus, it would have been a perfect bridge between Freddy versus Jason and the other movies, because like it introduces the idea of Freddy losing his powers if people aren't scared of him. So like over the years, the kids of Elm Street have not gotten scared of him, so they've literally gotten to the point where they're injecting themselves and taking like sleeping medicine and shit so they can go in and beat the shit out of Freddy because they have fun doing it. So it's like there's this whole group of kids that have started doing this shit to Freddy. And then there's like one kid who like is actually scared of him, and he's got like all these kind of powers and shit. I think that might have been Alice's son, if I'm not mistaken. So like she passed down his powers or whatever. So yeah, then he uses his powers or whatever to get power back. And it was actually a really cool fucking story idea. The title was horrible though. It was called The Dream Lover. It makes sense in the movie because that's what the group of kids are like, the dream lovers. They love to go to sleep just so they can fuck with Freddy.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole kind of point. But like, I mean, on its surface, like the name, you're like, what kind of name is that?
I know.
But
It's just, yeah.
it goes with Dream Warriors, Dream Master, the Dream Child, the Dream Lovers, or whatever. Yeah, it kind of just goes with that whole like thing. But then Freddy's Dead came along and nixed that idea. So
yeah, I did not like Freddy versus Jason very much. Not a big fan.
there was a many different versions of Freddy versus Jason we could have got though. I liked the one we got. It was probably close to the best we could have gotten. Because I'm sure some of the other ideas they had. They had at one point Freddy was going to be the one who molested and killed Jason so he wouldn't tell. And there was another one where the kids they're one of their friends that got killed. They actually take Jason's heart or take their friend's heart and put it in Jason so they can like control Jason like a puppet and all this shit. And there's these Fred heads. Yeah, and there's
weird.
There's this cult of people called Fred heads and shit. It is a weird fucking movie. It ends up becoming more about the Fred heads and shit. Like there's a whole bunch of scripts out there going around for that. That almost got made. Like, yeah, they're pretty close. That was one of the closer ones. That the Fred head thing and the putting Jason's heart in somebody else's heart in Jason, that stayed through a lot of the drafts of the script for some reason. And then I don't remember who these two guys, the guys who actually went on to do the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and I don't know if they wrote the Friday the 13th remake or not too. I think they did. They're the ones who actually wrote Freddy versus Jason. So they kind of cracked it a little bit. I mean, it does have issues. Don't get me wrong. It definitely has issues. And
some of the acting.
Between that and just the whole fact of how the fuck did Jason get from New Jersey to Ohio in that quick a time? He didn't have a boat to ride on.
No, he did not.
Doesn't sound like he's very fast.
Yeah, no. I want to see that. Jason Goes to College. I'll take that one.
Right? Well, we almost got Cheech and Chong meet Jason at one point.
I remember hearing about that too. Yeah,
that would have been amazing.
Yeah,
that would have been interesting.
But then again,
Peter Jackson did it though.
Yeah, Peter Jackson, I would love to have seen him do a Freddy movie. I bet you that would have been amazeballs.
Well, I mean, think about like Dead Alive, man.
That's what I'm saying. This would have been before Frighteners, all that other stuff. He'd have been totally in his horror element.
It would have been good, man.
Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Like it would have been perfect first Hollywood movie for him, and it would have been much. It would have helped make 5 better.
Yeah,
because 5 was okay, like but yeah,
I would love to see what he get done with it. Yeah,
I think he'd have.
I
like the idea of kids going in like kind of like the opposite of the Dream Warriors, like they're just going in to fuck with Freddy, like they're little punks. Then you really want to see him die, when Freddy gets his powers back, he's just like, now it's time for fun, kind of thing.
Yep. Man, I need to watch that Alive.
I can't do a scene like out of the first Thor movie where like
I want to see if I can find that. I should
flies from the heavens and like reattaches to his hand.
I wonder if it ever did make it to script. I should ask Script Doctor if he could find that for me. I wonder if it ever went past to treatment.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Because I know they were on board. Like that was the one they were gonna make for a while there until they decided to go with Freddy's Dead, and that was because it was Rachel Talalay's baby, and she was the line producer on all the earlier films. And she had all the connections, and her idea was let's do something like Twin Peaks, and I can get all these stars to come in, and we'll make it a big deal, and blah 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 blah. Which at the time it makes sense.
Yeah. Man, talking about the Frighteners, I need to watch that again too. I haven't seen that for a while.
That's a good movie. We just talked about that earlier on our movie stream.
That's a really good one. Yeah. Wow, that's a good one. Great movie. I love it. Michael J. Fox is good. I know. I forgot. Sorry, Lord Vader. I saw you asked the question earlier. In the ending of Halloween 6, I'm very confused if Michael killed Loomis.
No, he gets the curse now. Is the whole thing right or whatever?
Yep.
The curse is on him.
Yep. Yeah.
Halloween 6 suffers from a lot of issues. For those who don't know, there was 2 versions of it. Of course, sadly, Donald Pleasance died right after they finished initial shooting, so he wasn't available for reshoots.
Yeah.
And the other people involved, I believe it would have been probably the Weinsteins, I think, and a few other people didn't like Donald Pleasance in the movie, so they tried cutting him out as much as possible.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other crap. And I do understand getting rid of like the whole subplot with it being Michael's baby, but cutting out Loomis made no sense.
No. Curse of Thorn, Lord Vader. Curse of Thorn. That's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. Six Manhattan, eventually after a longboat ride was the original title. Yeah. Like, how did they sail from Crystal Lake to New York?
New
It's a
Jersey.
fucking lake. It's a lake.
Yeah, he got out in the channel.
Yeah. I remember seeing that. Like, wait a minute, they're on a. Why are they doing that? Yeah.
I was able to like sustain my belief, and it's like, okay, he's in New Jersey, he found the coast, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I have mixed feelings on both of them. There's stuff about the producer's cut I like, and there's stuff about the theatrical I liked.
Yeah, it's kind of
just
like take your pick kind of thing.
The producer's cut felt more like Halloween because they used the original music. They tried to make it more feel like Halloween. I just didn't like some of the elements, like Michael, basically fathered a child with Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was one thing too. The Weinsteins wanted it to have like a totally different. They didn't want to use the original soundtrack or the original style. They wanted like a heavy metal kind of feeling. They wanted that like
TV
Michael Myers.
They wanted that kind of like Scream, like 90s vibe that started coming out at the time, and yeah, then they changed it. It was the theatrical did have a really good scene at the end where Michael is really brutal and he kills a lot of those guards. That was I did enjoy that part of it.
That was one of the reshoots, if I remember right, too. Yeah, like the theatrical version is okay. Like I wish they do like an amalgamized version, maybe.
Me too.
Like an ultimate cut, maybe.
That'd be.
But
great.
Again, it's not really worth it. I'm sure some fan will at some point.
It's
Jeff and I could probably write a better Halloween trilogy.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Well, Vader, I know I'm very confused with the ending because in the end, I think that Michael killing Loomis and Loomis is now a cult leader or something. Loomis, he was basically had the curse now. He had the curse of Thorn. He's the one who took on the curse. It's weird. It's really weird.
It was a way out of a kitty story.
Yeah. I didn't know that, Trey. I'll have to look that up.
There are fan edits out there, but they're mainly just basically the producer's cut, from what I know. Yeah. Unless there's newer versions I'm not aware of.
Those strobe cuts, I hate that shit in the theatrical. It's like they're trying to make it like music video, like you were saying, MTV kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It was fucking weird. I know that these guys don't know a lot about horror. They're like probably just sitting there like, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about next? I don't want to talk about horror movies. I know Rhino doesn't know a lot about horror. Tim doesn't either.
Other than the name Michael Myers, I couldn't tell you a fucking thing about Halloween.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I had that idea, to have like a hour-long stream with some people who are into it and some aren't, and find out, what makes people like it versus not like it.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to do.
Well, in the first Halloween, it's in and of itself is so different than any other slasher movie. It's a very bloodless. It's more of a moody film. There's only a few deaths in it, like we brought up. I mean, you can watch that. I mean, most people would probably call it boring now. Like, I know a lot of kids who watched it nowadays just call it boring. It's like, well, it's because you just don't understand. At that time, we didn't have, a lot of those other kind of movies. But at the same time, it's not about all the people getting killed. It's about, more so about like what's her face? Jesus, I just lost her name. Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Lori, kind of going from it's her kind of coming of age story, facing demons, being such an introvert, and becoming breaking out of that shell. The Shape is more of just because like in the original script and the story idea, Michael Myers was nothing more than just a shape. Like he wasn't really meant to be anything. He's more of a representation of probably Laurie's. Probably more of a represent. If you really want to break the movie down, probably more of a representation of her. What do you call it? Where she won't. let her inhibitions out, her being repressed, her repression.
Yeah.
And in that trying to get there's like a lot of layers to the movie. Once you get to the sequels, though, it's just how many fucking teenagers can we hack up in an hour and a half?
See, for me, slasher movies make me think of that scene from Austin Powers where the guard's standing there going, "No!" and he's rolling on the roller and he's heading towards him and they're miles away and the guy's got plenty of time to sort of run away. So I always, every time I watch a slasher movie, and I haven't for so long, and I can't think of one off the top of my head, but it always seems like the people being attacked or the people are like, just do this and you're fine. But they just don't do that. And I can't suspend my disbelief long enough that a person's that stupid that they wouldn't do that. And a lot of the parodies, like the scary movie parodies and stuff like that play on that trope.
I'd say Halloween kind of avoids a lot of those tropes. Like a lot of the shit that most of the characters, well, especially Laurie anyway, do. I mean, you have a hard time saying, "Oh no, don't go there. Don't go up those stairs. Don't do that." Like most of the moves she makes, she's trying to get the fuck out the house.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's going upwards; she's going outwards instead of upwards. And of course, her first thing is to get the kids out of the house, and she does that. So I mean, like, she does pretty much everything right in a horror movie, and not only that, you're not sitting there screaming at her, going, "You stupid bitch!"
Yeah. That's the only reason why I never turn away though from slasher movies, because I always find that there's like at least a character in there that does something that's so stupid that I'm just like, no, you're an idiot.
You almost hope they die, and you're like pissed off if they get away because they're so stupid.
That's that one character in part 5, Jeff. What the fuck is her name?
I can't think of her name.
You know who I'm talking about, though. She's like the most annoying. She's the Jar Jar Binks of horror movies.
Oh my God. What is her fucking name? Holy shit.
I don't know, like Christy or Cindy or some shit. I don't know. She bounces around.
It might be Christy.
Something like that. I don't know. She's fucking annoying.
Tina in the chat.
Tina. Yeah.
Tina. There it is.
Tina.
Holy shit.
Talk about.
I remember, like, thank God she's dead when she died. I was like, thank
My
God.
grandparents' dog name was Tina. Anyway.
She is the most annoying fucking character in a movie ever. Like, she may even make Jar Jar Binks go like, "What's wrong with this girl?"
Yeah. Why is she so dumb?
Is she kind of stupid?
Yeah. It was just, her character was awful. Like, I hated her so much. I'm like, why do we have to deal with this shit? God.
Jeffrey doesn't hate Tina. What the fuck, dude? She's notoriously known as one of the most hated characters in horror cinema ever.
I swear I've seen videos, people just like hating that character. Just videos about that character.
I feel sorry for the girl that played that character for how much hate she's gotten. And it's not her fault. It's the director's fault for letting her do that.
Yeah. Yep. Very true. Oh God, it's so bad. It was so bad.
Look, I'd say show it, but you'll get claimed. I said, show that one scene where she's like, oh my fucking god.
Her character, like,
we've struck a nerve.
Yeah, she's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to understand, in the horror community, she is like, I'm not even joking. I'm not even being hyperbolic. Jeff can back me up on this. She is, if we had a vote some point, she'd be voted the worst character in horror films ever. Period. Like, you have a long stretch between her and somebody else. Like, probably some shitty character in one of the Friday the 13th movies or something. Like, next. But no, like, she was horrible.
Yeah, Screen Rant did an article back in March saying why Halloween 5's Tina is so hated by fans. Oh, God.
What script did you send, Jeffrey?
Oh, yeah. Mega Jetty. He wrote some treatments for what he wanted to do with sticks, and
I thought he was talking about the Peter Jackson one. I'm like, really cool.
Oh,
that's cool too. That's cool too.
Yeah. He's got Halloween 5 and his H2O. Yeah. No kidding.
Okay. Right? Cool.
Yeah. We'll get to that here shortly. Yeah. I was trying to see if I could find something like a clip with Tina.
Oh God.
That wouldn't get us like pulled. Just Google Halloween 5 Tina, or just go to YouTube and do Halloween 5 Tina, and you'll find a bunch of shit.
I say you might
It's like
get away
saying,
with
like,
it
this
because
smells like shit. Try it, or this tastes like
you
shit.
kind of.
Try
Well,
it.
you guys almost got to see what we're talking about, though. That's the thing. Is like you guys just
Let
don't
me
really
see.
understand how annoying she is.
Hated it.
You gotta understand, for me,
Hated
like,
it.
not being into slasher movies, I find almost all the characters to be kind of annoying.
Geek play.
So.
Tina versus Jar Jar Binks next week. Let me see if I
I
can
think
find
Jar
it.
Jar would still probably win it because a lot of people wouldn't even know who Tina is.
The annoying cast of Halloween 5 is one of the.
You'd be surprised.
Let's see if we can get the Tina moment.
And it doesn't help that they also hacked off the main, chick from the last film in the first few minutes and replaced her basically with this character. And you're just like, really? We're doing this?
And people didn't hate her character. They wanted her to. And when she was killed off, I'm like, why would they do that and replace her with this idiot?
Because you also had this really difficult start of that film because you had to lead off of 4. And they did a really good job of like, okay, I guess I can see where she would be like understanding of what this girl's been through. Yeah, she stabbed her mom, but like I guess I could see where, she's not blaming the kid for her problem. Like, I could see that. And then you just get rid of the character. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, and then you have Tom, we got another one here. Hold on.
Rachel, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen. Well, I've seen it.
Dude, the cops and the foot when they walk and their music. Remember that?
I've watched 5 the least of all, probably.
Oh, let me see if I can clip through some of this stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's not
there was
true.
a movie I was trying to think about the other day, and it was a movie that I would have watched in the late 80s, early 90s. It had the guy from Highlander, the main actor,
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah,
and he's in jail, and he's got magnetized boots on.
Oh, I think I know the movie you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Let me see.
I can't. What was that actor's name?
Christopher Lambert. Oh yeah, while he's looking for that, let's watch this shit.
Dude, this. I remember when this came on screen. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Why is this happening? Like, listen to the way they walk. Just listen.
All clear. Nothing above, nothing below.
They make him like goofball idiots, like with stupid.
Yeah, they Mickey Mouse
like the tuba music on it.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing here?
So this is not like a parody of Halloween 5?
No, that's actually
5.
in the movie.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Now you guys, that's just one minor thing. Now get to Tina if you can find her. Oh my fucking god, that character.
There's Tina.
Shalom, Max. I'll get you water in a second.
I try to remember what one of the scenes because there's a lot of scenes.
The boop-a-doop-a-doo scene's coming up next. I know that. After they go to
because they replaced her with the other blonde. They replaced another girl with another blonde girl. This girl, what's her name?
Yeah,
I don't remember. Like, I don't know why. When is that scene?
Is that the Fonz?
It's when they meet Jamie.
Oh, when she comes in Jamie's room.
Yeah.
Oh, this is here we go.
Fortress. Just so you know.
Yeah, here we go. This is the start of it.
They don't allow Max in here.
I'll randomly pause it so I don't get,
Right, yeah, or skip ahead just a tad or something. Because we don't need to see her play with the dog. There you go.
You know what they can do if they can't take a joke?
Oh my god.
Die, bitch. I'm already there.
Hey. Give me some of this action, baby.
What?
She's so weird, dude. She's so I don't understand what they're trying to do here.
How is the nurses not all over that room with all the screaming and hollering she's doing?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because she's in the children's hospital.
What?
And that whole thing, I hated that thing where she was like, can't talk.
I wonder what Rachel's hiding behind door number 3.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Like, why are you still saying it?
It looks so good.
She's probably like that in real life.
Most likely. No, I don't think she. I've seen her in some interviews, and I don't know if she is or not.
This is a very bad director.
Yeah, he was bad. Yeah, he was. Oh God.
Who was the
Jump around and
director?
say ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Just keep doing that. That'll do.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's my mark? You have none. Just bounce around.
Just bounce around and be a fucking idiot. Yeah. God. That's she does a lot of that kind of stuff.
Going to have Billy to fight off a lot of boys.
They're literally in a children's hospital, and they're breaking in. They have a dog in there now. I mean, no, don't buy it. I don't buy it. Sorry.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Let's just let everyone can hear us.
I know. Wendy Foxworth is the actress who plays her. Who directed 5? God, The Mask in 5. Let me start on The Mask. Dominic Othian Jin. Huh? Okay. Dominic Othian.
Never gonna make another movie again.
Yeah. That guy.
That's the end of his career.
He directed some TV show stuff, but that's it. No.
You should clip that bit out. The ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, and we can just play it when, like, you know, Lucasfilm make another announcement. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da.
Now you guys know what we're saying, and that's just a little small taste of that bitch. She's in the whole fucking movie almost.
She is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she's that annoying all the way through.
Yep. I think she gets worse.
Yep.
I think she gets worse.
She gets worse.
She probably identifies as a dickfoot.
Probably.
I'm trying to remember what her death scene was.
I was going to say, did she get off by Michael?
I want to say, was that in the barn? Was it in the barn?
I think it was in the barn. I'm looking right now to see what it was. Yep. Once Michael crashed into a tree, Tina thought she and the children were safe, so she soon realized that she had no time to celebrate as Michael was still alive. After a week in Jamie during the chase, Michael finally fatally stabs. He stabs her during that chase.
Okay, I was going to say either that or had the chase. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to be like Mike.
Don't be like Tina, though.
Do not be like Tina.
We can talk about something that these kids like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm the chat's enjoying it. I'm happy.
Yeah,
you know, it's a good month for it being the month of Halloween. I don't mind you guys having.
Who
this
likes
conversation
Roman
at all.
Greco wrestling and shit?
Yeah, The Mask in 5 was. It looked like a fucking alien. It's really, really, really
We
bad.
were just bitching about that the other night, weren't we?
The only other Star Wars stuff or anything is that Darth Bane.
Bane.
Which
We'll talk about that
we
here
talked
shortly. Yeah.
We talked about that a little bit. Well, it's been talked about on nearly every stream I've been on.
I remember when it advertised the damn. You look at the poster for Halloween 5, you're like, oh, the original mask is going to come back. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm going to share it here. It's oh god.
All right, I'm gonna step in and just deliberately trigger you here. Like, it's a fucking mask. Who gives a shit? Like, what difference does it make? It's a fucking mask.
Let you see it.
Have you ever have you ever complained about like a Batman outfit?
No, I'm not big into that. Like, I don't worry about the costume nearly as much.
Well, okay, that's
unless it looks like really ridiculous. Then
I was gonna say it's just a suit, man. It's just a suit. Like,
no, that looks like shit. And that's probably not one of the worst pictures.
It's not. It's there's plenty of really bad pictures out there.
And doesn't the neck thing like change length like 3 or 4 times?
3 or 4 times. It's longer than shorter than longer. Yeah, and it gets really long too, like really long.
Yeah, that part's bizarre.
Yeah, it's really weird. And then you get
it's like
anything like it.
Well, it's because they also had to keep trying to get around the whole Shatner thing because they didn't want to pay Shatner.
Yep.
And Don Post probably too.
Yep, probably. Trying to look up good comparisons of that mask versus other masks, because holy shit, it's
4 is better, yes, Jeffrey, but it's still not that great.
No, the 4 mask. Well, the 4 mask, they forgot to change the blonde hair and pink color of the mask, and it's in a shot. They forget to change it.
Of all the sequels, besides the newest one, I'd say the best mask is probably between part 6 and 1 or 2 of the masks they use in H2O. H2O is another one where there's like a half a dozen masks. Now
Oh, and even a CGI one too. So yeah,
at one point, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. God, it's so bad.
Why did they CGI the mask?
Because they had the wrong one on the scene. That movie went through a few different changes because they didn't like the original mask, so they reshot everything. And then I think they even shot a few more things again with a third mask, and because they didn't like the ones they had in the first place. And it's happened on every one of the movies. They don't like the producers end up not liking the mask, or somebody don't like the mask, so they end up changing it. And because it don't look like the original mask, well, they can't make it too much like the original mask. Like,
They have to pay Shatner.
Yeah, you think that would be like something you'd figure out pretty early on in the production, but
I think they finally just got Shatner to sign off and Don Post to sign off on everything, and because this new one is basically that mask just wrinkled.
There's the CGI one.
That was a CGI mask. That was horrible.
Damn.
Oh wow.
It's really bad. I remember seeing the theater. I'm like, wait, what was that? What
looks like Data in Star Trek Picard.
Yeah, I was going to
Does
say.
look like Data in Star Trek Picard.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
But in some of the scenes, though, in H2O is probably some of the better masks they've had since the first two.
Yeah.
Because the second film is the same mask as the first one, just different actor underneath.
It was also under Deborah's bed for like 2 years.
Yeah, she's like, I still got it.
And she was a heavy smoker. And then the Dick Warlock's head was a lot bigger than Nick Castle's head, so it stretched out. Yeah.
And then I think Dick ended up keeping it, but they thought somebody stole it. From what I recall, yeah.
Dick stole the mask.
Dick stole the mask. I think that's on that one. I think that's on that one documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 3 different ones. I don't know.
Because in the original, he stole from a mechanic. He stole it's a mechanic jumpsuit. Yeah. It's overalls, basically.
It's more of a grayish blue.
Yeah.
Navy bluish. More than
People argue about that shit all the time.
Yeah, I know. But the original film, it was more of a navy blue.
Mm-hmm. It was. Yeah. But yeah, that's why they stuck with those. Lord Vader. It's because he had him in the first movie. That's why they stuck with it. Yeah, but I know, Trey. Yeah, it is bad. It's bad. I hated the fact that in Rob Zombie's H2, though, you could see his fucking face through the mask.
I hate that.
The mask was torn off. I'm like, and then he talks at the end, and you're like, oh, come on.
That whole fucking movie was stupid. Okay, I'll give that movie one thing only. And that was, there was some points where I'm like, yeah, the way Laurie acts in this movie is probably the way somebody would act if they'd been through the shit they were in the first film. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, everything else in that movie sucks.
You know it's bad when the opening sequence of him going to the hospital and fucking shit up turns out to be a fucking dream sequence.
That pissed me off.
Oh, I remember in the theater going, fuck you. Like, real loud. I hated that. I was so pissed off. Why'd you make it a dream sequence? It was really, really good. Yeah, Trey, I didn't hate the mask in 2007. I didn't. I hated that he wore it as a kid.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was stupid. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand that. Moment of silence for Joe Grizzly. He passed this beast in teeth. Gets killed on the toilet. How many times Michael Myers killed people on the toilet? A lot. A few.
I don't know if Jason's killed more or if he has.
Toilet kills.
I'm trying to think. Well, because also Freddy's got one too.
Yeah.
At least one.
Uh-huh.
Because Alice's brother dies on the turtle.
Yeah. Yep. H2 has cool visuals, and offer was made to make the visuals make sense. It was like zombie. He in an interview he said he made it bad on purpose. He
said he literally made it bad on purpose. Uh-huh. And it was just like, why did we cast the kid? Because he said the kid was too tall. It's like, the kid you got looks nothing like him, and he's taller than the other kid anyway. So what the fuck's the difference?
Yep.
You didn't need the kid in there anyway. I mean, the flashbacks were also probably some of the better parts, but the kid sucked compared to the first kid. So, yeah. I H2. I've only watched I've watched the unrated version and the theatrical version, and that's it. Actually, I'm not even sure if I've ever watched the theatrical version. I have it.
You have?
That was just so I could get the theatrical version of Zombies Halloween.
Yeah,
because I actually prefer the theatrical version to the unrated version.
Me too.
Because I saw the bootleg cut that came out originally. I don't know if you.
I did.
Leaked online, and that bootleg cut was closer to the theatrical cut, and that was better.
Yeah, it was. 2018 is easily better than Zombies H2. Zombies H2 is the worst thing that's happened to the franchise. And there's no
Yeah,
question.
2018 just has some issues. Like
Yeah,
they could
it's really good,
possibly fix some of that shit in the sequels. The only thing you really can't fix is the Doctor shit.
God, it's like I remember when he came on screen, and then even she says, "Oh, so you're the new Loomis."
I know that really rubbed me all the wrong way. The whole fucking
Hey.
thing with him.
Yeah, I liked his death scene though. That was good. Just stomps his head into oblivion. I did like that.
Kind of, but again, that went too far into the he's too strong kind of range for me.
That didn't take me out of it as much. I know some people hated that. I know they did. Yeah.
I get the power of the mask.
So, Greg, I wanted to ask you, since we did episode 1 trivia tonight, we're doing episode 2 trivia next week.
Oh,
because
God.
I think we have to have a Mega Jedi, Jedi Luki. They have to have another try to best each other.
Separate quiz.
Because I mean,
For them.
I literally just checked Twitter and its notifications. I mean, all it is them going back and forth.
It's been fun to watch.
It's insanity, like how long it's going.
Mega J's like, I can do this all day.
Yeah.
It's just gif after gif.
God, it's just insane.
Oh, you guys are crazy. It's already fucking 2:00 in the morning. Jesus.
I know it is, isn't it? Yeah.
How do you talk me into this shit?
I don't know.
Man, I ain't gonna be doing mead radio for a little while, so
okay.
That fucking thing was bullshit. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
I got shut down. All of a sudden, I got a community guidelines violation somehow.
So what does that mean in regards to streaming and stuff? Like, what is?
If I get another one, I can't stream for a week, and then I don't know after that.
Shit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's because none of the things in the community guidelines are anything that I was doing. Now, if they would have hit like one of the bonehead videos, then I could understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the community guidelines are all about hate speech, violence, nudity,
Yeah. So how did you get that on me?
all
Did you
that
play a
crap.
Dire
Nothing
Straits
about,
song, Tom?
huh?
Did you play a Dire
No,
Straits song?
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, like I can't I even played the edited version of Pop That Coochie by Two Live Crew for fuck's sake. I didn't play the other one.
Nice.
Like, so I'm saying, like, nothing that I could think of that anything that they and I appealed it and they denied it. And I'm like, how the fuck is any of this a violation? I don't understand. None of it fucking makes any sense other than somebody targeted me. They have been targeting me for a while.
Mhm.
They finally found something that stuck.
How long does that last for?
I think it's forever. If I get another one, then I'm fucked for a week, and then probably after that, I don't know. They may take your live streaming away forever. I don't know.
I believe community guideline strikes are permanent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't say it goes away at all.
Yeah.
So like now I'm fucking pissed.
As you would be. Because there was
Yeah,
nothing. I don't see anything wrong with Mead Radio. It was very enjoyable as well.
I would
can
like,
see them
yeah.
taking you down for a copyright, you know.
Yeah, but none of that I've ever had a problem with. They just claim it. I don't fight them. You know, eventually they get blocked in almost every other country. So whatever, you know, so no big deal. But as I'm playing it, I've never had any. And that's why I've always known somebody's fucking with the streams probably because there's never any patterns to it.
Yeah.
Like I'll get the copyright claim warnings, but that's what I'll usually do.
Yeah.
And then eventually it'll go down at some point for like a violation of whatever. And then it'll like come back up.
Yeah.
And like it's weird because it's like sporadic. There's never it's never the same song twice, never the same amount of time twice. There's days I've gone 8-10 hours.
Yeah.
There's days I can go 4 or 5 hours, no problem. But then there's another day I'll go for an hour and a half and then it'll start kicking it, you know.
Yeah.
But like last night, it was weird because we did the first one. It started kicking in about, I think it was 2 hours in, 90 minutes in, whatever. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm starting a new one. I started a new one and we weren't even just over a half hour in and it totally shut me down. Like with this warning flashed upon the screen and everything, like nothing I've ever seen before. And I mean, I've been doing this now for like the better part of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I started doing this shit way back earlier this year. So like
March or something.
Yeah. Like something like March or something like that. It was. Yeah. So like somebody's fucking targeting me and it's like, okay, bitches, whatever. I'll figure something out.
You dropped a new Boneheads, didn't you?
Yes.
That's what I did.
Yes, you did.
Or we did.
That was good.
Now you're going to make me show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just says it so nonchalantly. I think he was answering Jeff, but it's just funny that it.
No, I was answering you.
Was it? Yeah. Just like, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Amy Pascal. Yeah, that's right.
These and the Batmans are like two of my favorite things that come out of me.
I know, right?
Midnight's
Me too.
Edge. Like you do great videos, but these are just entertaining and short and easy to watch.
Midnight's Edge presents Real Boneheads of Cinema. Real Boneheads of Cinema. Today we salute you, Amy Pascal. Only someone who writes emails like a 5th grader can come up with the idea for an all-female Ghostbusters reboot. Oh, nobody answered the call. How's that glass ceiling movie coming along? Where the fuck's my Ant-Man movie? North Korea doesn't even have electricity. How the hell did they hack your email? How does it feel to have Kim Jong-un as your biggest fan? You're like Hollywood's ex-wife. Sony fired you, but you got the kids in the divorce, so they still can't get rid of you. The only thing more sinister than the 6 is you. We salute you, Amy Pascal, because Hollywood rewards stupidity. You bonehead of cinema.
I actually kind of was careful on what I said. Like, we could have gone way off, but like for that very reason, like I was worried about that shit before that even happened. Like, like I said, if I would have got one of those on one of those, I'd have totally understood because we are really taking the piss out of people.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not even fucking pretending. We're, you know.
Yeah. Full lashing out.
Yeah, that's fucking great. That was really good.
It's not our best, but it was a tough one
I
to
liked
do.
it. I liked
Next
it.
one's Tom Rothman, so that'll be a little easier. We feel a little easier when it comes to those.
Wow. Tom Rothman.
Are you gonna do any like actors? Are you gonna do like Brie Larson?
Oh yeah, she's eventually going to be on the list.
You gotta do Brie. You gotta do.
We're trying to save some of the bigger ones, you know, because we started off with some big heavy hitters. So now, like, we're kind of trying to save Ryan and Brie and a few other. Because Brie, the best part about Brie is she's bound to make a hell of a lot more mistakes between now. and
That's right.
Yep, absolutely.
So we want to kind of.
What's her name as well? The one in Thor, the Valkyrie.
Tessa
Thompson.
Tessa Thompson. Yeah.
I used to like her, which is sad.
Yeah, I know. So did I.
Yeah. Same here.
How do I feel about Darth Bane news? Lord Vader, I wish I cared enough about Star Wars to get excited or even upset about it, to be honest with you.
The other thing with Tom is, like, Tom, as you mentioned earlier, he doesn't like the whole homework aspect. Like, he'll watch the movies and stuff. So I have no doubt.
I mean, I'm aware of the character, but yeah, like...
That's right.
Like when they say, like, Ahsoka Tano's coming, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's her face is playing it? Oh, okay. Now you got my attention because she's hot. You know, like, like that's where I'm at. Like, honestly, guys, like, I do this stuff for so long, after so many years. You get to a point where you just gotta like disconnect yourself, or you do get depressed, like seriously depressed. Because there was a point with the Star Wars shit where I got really fed up with it. And I did a video like early on about the whole thing where I compared it to breaking up with somebody. You know, it's like you have this really great relationship. It lasted through the prequels, and then you broke up and you guys left mutually. Things were, you know, okay, whatever. And then you get this like spur of like, oh, we're getting back together. Things are getting, not only we're getting back together, we're going to get back together. Like, things are great. You know, like we've got all the old things we used to do, or, you know, all this kind of shit, blah, blah, blah.
We're about to get married.
Yeah. All these great things are about to happen, you know, on the horizon. And then it just all goes to shit real quick with The Last Jedi. And it felt like that gut punch of a divorce. And it really did kind of take that kind of a toll on me, to where I really had to just divorce myself from Star Wars. Like Trey says, Star Wars is dead to me. I wouldn't say it's totally dead to me, but like, it's sad when people ask my favorite film for, I don't know how many years I can remember since I was a little kid. My number one answer was always Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Now, if you ask me on any given day, it's either Jaws, you know, or something like that. Because, like, you know, I got so many movies that are my favorites that Empire just isn't as important to me as it used to be because of all the shit that I've had to deal with. Same thing with Star Trek. Like, I was never as big of a Star Trek fan as Star Wars, but I mean, Star Trek too, same thing. Yeah, and you know, we all have been there with all the other franchises that we've seen just destroyed in front of our faces. And if you get too invested in it at some point, you do go into these dark depressions and you start to wonder if it's even worth fucking doing this kind of thing with YouTube and even watching movies anymore. Fuck this noise, like, yeah.
Well, after my massive, it took a long time for the anger to disappear when it came to Star Wars after The Last Jedi. Took a fucking long time.
Yeah.
But after the anger left, it was honestly apathy for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, think about Star Wars and it's like, I don't even want to think about it.
I look at it this way. I traded my love for Star Wars, or at least the idea of Star Wars in my life, for the great friends that I've met, like people that I'm on stream with right now and all the other people, and my car.
Your car.
Your car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
KK bought me a car.
Oh.
I see. Yeah.
So what can I say? I mean, I got
well,
that
there is obviously the silver lining to it, which is obviously, the fact that this community has essentially been formed. Like, again, I go back, I only started my channel around December, and it's incredible how much since The Last Jedi, how much the community's grown, how much everyone appreciates everyone, understands everybody else's opinions to some degree.
Well, for the most part, I think
the daddy issues.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's either Fat Steven Seagal or
Christy's got a parody.
I can't remember who it is. Otherwise, it's one of those guys. Oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. You'll have to excuse me on that.
Issues. Yeah.
But no, you're right. And this community is the big thing. Like, I mean, the Phantom Menace is built upon this whole idea that we are not, going to be talked to the way that, some of these people have talked to us and treated us. It's like, we're the customers. No. You're supposed to, entertain us. That's your job. You have no other job than that. And when you got people like Alex Kurtzman going, oh no, the agenda comes first. It's like, fuck you and your agenda.
Star Trek is a platform.
Oh, and it was like the thing that blew my mind in regards to the Star Wars stuff was the reaction to the backlash coming out of Lucasfilm. That I'd never seen anything like that before. You just racist bigots, fucking, we're going to drink your family.
Well, I did. I was going to say, with Ghostbusters, there was a small degree of that in a few other places. I mean, there was a lot of bickering in like the Ninja Turtle community after the 2014 movie came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much like the sexist bit, other than, why does April got to be shoved into every nook and cranny she can be shoved into? And you got a lot of pushback from that on certain people. But then, Ghostbusters was definitely ground zero. Like,
yeah, it was. It was.
And for me, for Star Wars, I've gotten to a point where it's been, gone from just upset to raging angry to apathetic to now where I'm just honestly, given its current ownership, I'm actively rooting against it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't even want it to be good anymore. I want it to fail, and I want it to bring everybody who's associated with it down with it.
Well, and I don't even hate Mandalorian.
I'm rooting for the Titanic to sink, and I'm hoping there's no lifeboats.
I hold out a little hope for Favreau, if he's really doing what we've been hearing, and a lot of stuff supports that. That he's kind of more got the carte blanche now with Star Wars. I know some people don't like The Mandalorian, but I feel like he's at least a step in the right direction. Like, I don't know if you guys caught the Star Trek news we dropped this morning earlier.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Oh gosh. Well, we're probably getting a Khan miniseries or movie. They've already casted Khan. We're pretty sure they got the guy casted. The guy did pretty good authority.
Really?
How do you feel about that, Tom?
Mixed, because we also heard that Nicholas Meyer isn't involved with it, but we also heard that Alex Kurtzman isn't involved with it.
Really?
So are you in the same boat that Greg's sort of in, where you kind of are at the point now where you want it to be good, but you kind of want it to fail?
With Star Trek, I want the other
shit. I'm there with Star Trek. I'm there with Star Wars. Star Trek, I still want it to be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we still want there. See, Star Trek has more possibilities. Like as Spock says, there are always possibilities.
But can Star Trek sort of recover from what the damage has been done?
Probably better than Star Wars could, because it was always such a niche franchise anyway, and it's such a broad franchise. Like Star Wars never branched out the way that Star Trek did, in a sense that we're not, like at first there was some resistance to the TNG cast. Like that part is true. Like, there's all this false narrative going around about, nobody liked Star Trek The Next Generation when it first came out. It sucked, blah, 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 bullshit. No, there was some resistance to the cast initially, but after those first few episodes, most people started warming up to the idea that, this is not Captain Kirk's ship. We're not going to see Spock. The normal characters are not going to make a bunch of appearances. This is its own kind of thing. And, people learned to, I wouldn't say learn, they grew to love it. And now it's probably arguably more beloved than the original series in some places, in some ways, especially character-wise.
Group, I think.
Yeah.
The advantage that TNG also had, though, was that the movies we still had the original cast doing the movies.
Yeah, that helped.
Time that came out, because basically what Star Trek 4 was a smash at the box office. It was the highest grossing.
Well, 2, 3, and 4 were pretty big hits. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 was very, very. It was the top grossing one. It appealed to a mass audience, and that came out basically a couple months before TNG.
I want to say almost
like
a year, wasn't it?
87, 88, maybe a year.
Is when 4 came out.
Which one, Greg?
86 is when 4 came out.
86. Well, then
was the year after
the shuttle accident was referenced at the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so
because if I remember right,
pretty close. Remember at the time that was probably when it was just coming to video. Then because
do they show an Enterprise at the end of 4? I'm trying to remember. Do they show an Enterprise at the end of 4?
Yeah, they show the Dash A. Yeah.
Okay, because that's the one that they end up using. I think they refitted for next gen. Yeah. So
no, that was from Generations.
Okay. Well,
they showed the Dash A. Remember, like at the very end, they're
but
like,
I thought they repurposed a lot of the shit from the movies for TNG.
They might have.
But
they're
they
smart, I'm sure they did. But
they got an identical one, at the very end of Voyage Home, and it just had the Dash A at the end of the NCC 1701. Remember, they're all in the shuttle pod, and they're like, "Wonder what we're gonna get," and then they go over.
They go over the top of Excelsior, and then boom, there's the Enterprise.
Great scene.
And Kirk's like, "We've come home," something to that effect, and it's like, I mean, that was a great way. I mean, it was a good movie to begin with. It was a fun movie, and then to have the ending was like, okay, they got the Enterprise back. This is awesome.
It was like the perfect ending to the trilogy.
And then 5.
That was stupid, like with all the doors not opening and all those malfunctions.
Man, yeah, because the idea was, they rushed the ship, and they went back to the whole half. It's a trope because it's not even. I mean, we've been watching the original series.
Yeah,
like problems with the Enterprise. That's a meme. Like, the ship's broken down in every single episode. Not true. We haven't really seen that happen much at all.
Well, I think part of the joke is like, I was gonna say, a part of the joke I think is that so much like they go through so much shit in the ship's a situation where it's its own character, but the only reason it's as good as it is because of Scotty. Like, I think that's usually what's implied.
But there's also this thing that Kirk's always, having sex with everyone, and how far into it are you? And there hasn't been any.
Yeah, we're gonna want. I told you guys.
What counts as 0?
Eddie Murphy. Told you, it's all Eddie Murphy.
We're almost done with season. We'll be done with season 1.
I think he fucks the green bitch in season 2, and then I think he sleeps with one other person in season 3, and I think that's it. I think the number is 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he's bumped into ex-girlfriends, like the prosecutor chick and the court martial one. Like he had obviously a thing with in the past.
But he didn't do anything with her in that episode.
Yeah.
That's my point. And then again, like once we get to the movies, as far as we know, it's just implied that he had sex with Carol. We have never really met her. Some people like to think
heavily implied in that David's his son.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, but we never know. Obviously, it's never happened on the series. Is my point.
Right.
Some people like to think that one nurse or whatever from one of the episodes is her, but that's all I've heard is just some fan theory, basically.
I have to ask a question. So the original Star Trek, the original series, that went for 20 years.
No.
That went from 1966 to 1986.
No. 3 years, man.
Huh?
No, the original show only went that long.
The cast was involved with it for 25 years, basically. If you go from
there was
1966 to Undiscovered Country, is about 25 years.
There's just a dry period where you had the original series, and then when did the animated series come out, Greg?
It was like 71, I think.
71. Okay, so
Yeah, there
73.
was 3 seasons of that.
So there's 3 seasons of that. So then that died, and then right after that died, they were about to try and rebuild the show into Star Trek Phase 2 when Star Wars happened. And between Star Wars and the idea that Star Trek we could do this big thing if we can get Leonard Nimoy was basically what it all depended on. If they could get Leonard Nimoy back, they were going to make a movie. If they couldn't get Leonard Nimoy back, they were going to recast the character in a different form and have him be that other guy. And
Zahn,
yeah.
So so Star Trek: The Motion Picture came out in 1979.
Yeah, they shot it. I think started the end of 77, shot through earlier part of 78. I want to say.
So all those movies from 1 to 6, is it? Those all take place pretty much after each other, don't they?
Kind of, yeah. Like there's all pretty
large gaps in time in between them.
There are gaps. That's right. It's kind of like Star Wars.
But really, it's not much different than the actual gaps in time. Because if you consider the Star Trek animated series kind of like the ending of their 5-year mission or whatever, like picking up where the TV show left off. I mean, you only get 4 years out of it, but then you just kind of figure, okay, then there was this gap of time between that and the movie, and then from the movies, there really isn't any gap of time in between them.
Okay.
Maybe between the first 2, but even then it's minimal.
5 and 6, Tom, too.
So none of the movies. My question basically was none of the movies take place in between the original series.
No.
It's all after.
No, that didn't happen until the Kelvin bullshit. And then when the Kelvin timeline happened, that changed everything. So that's its own fucking thing almost.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Enterprise was the first show to start fucking things up.
Yes.
Yeah, but wasn't that show all in a holodeck thing anyway at the end? I never watched
the worst ending in TV series history. Yeah.
I don't know about
it all a holodeck.
But...
Is there a good transition from the original series to the Next Generation?
The movies.
Yeah, the movies.
Oh, the movies is what transitions that.
I mean, there's no real
they
passing of the torch or anything outside of the first episode, really.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the first
episode.
episode.
They have that, and a couple characters pop up here and there.
Yeah, Spock is in reunification, and then you got Scotty's in an episode too.
Spock's dad also show up at one point, and
a couple different episodes. Some of those, one of them's a really good episode where he's like suffering from
and then there's a true passing of the torch in Generations, I guess. But
the crappy passing of the torch.
Do you ever see Kirk in Next Gen?
No, just in Generations movie.
Just in the Next Generation movie.
Yeah, the one with the ribbon, right?
Yeah.
But the ribbon. But yeah, Undiscovered Country kind of set up Next Generation, even though it came out after, because the Klingon piece and all that stuff. And
so it's like, go ahead.
They did a good job tying the two together because, like, at some point they were going to have to explain, because in between the period of the original series and the Next Generation, the Klingons and the Federation came to a peace accord that was so strong that, like, literally they had a Klingon Federation officer, for Christ's sake. So,
yeah. If you're going to do it, Raging Rhino, what I would do is I would just go from the original series, watch all the movies first. Don't stop in the middle of the movies to start the series, but just continue all the way to part 6 and then watch TNG.
I've watched all the movies like multiple times because my dad's a big Trekkie.
Well, then you're good to go. Then then whenever you want to pick up.
My most hated one is the God one,
because you actually can see TNG without ever. TNG is kind of its own thing enough to where you can watch it without seeing TOS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can I ask? Deep Space Nine and Voyager, they take place well after, like in the timeline.
No,
all the same time.
They're all in the same timeline as.
They're basically all in the same era. Like, the TNG movie Nemesis is after Voyager comes home. So until you get to modern Star Trek, where you get into the J.J. Abrams movies, and then Discovery and Picard and them, Nemesis was the last event in the timeline for Star Trek.
What's a better ship, the Voyager or the Enterprise?
The new Enterprise, not the D. The E is probably it's supposed to be the best in the whole fleet.
Yeah, I would say E, as far as just like powerful. Yeah,
What
Enterprise.
about the time the Voyager was out?
Well, it depends because I mean,
Well,
like
at the time that Voyager was out there, so was the Enterprise, right?
Yeah, the new Enterprise. Yeah,
Which ship was better at that time?
The Enterprise. I mean,
Yeah.
You're talking completely different ship classes. I mean,
Okay.
You're
Again, I don't know. I'm
5
just
times as
asking.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
could
mean,
be a
it's almost like
question.
you're comparing like a fishing trolley to a cruise line.
Yeah.
They both serve very different purposes. Voyager's much more, it's smaller, it's more nimble. I guess if you count at the end of the series where they get the plot armor of bullshit, then they would be pretty formidable.
Plot armor of bullshit.
Because the problem with Voyager, the problem I had with Voyager a lot of times is like you build up these big bads, the Borg, right? And then like it seems like the Voyager just kind of like deals with them kind of almost no problem. By the end of their end of their show, it's like, oh, there's another Borg cube. It's another day,
Yeah.
And that's a problem that's not limited to just Star Trek. Like you bring in like the big bad villain, and then like you come up with a cheap way to kind of defeat them, and then they're not the big bad villain anymore.
You water them down.
Yeah, and it's like they have all these things that can kind of get around it. That I don't know what the hell they call it. What was it, a blade of armor or something?
Yeah, I stopped watching that after like
where
the
Voyager
second
turns
season.
into the Batmobile from '89.
What?
Yeah, it has like this armor that kind of is like all the way around the.
No,
thing.
really?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because Janeway travels through time and cheats and gives her own self the technology from the future to get back home.
What the fuck?
Which is really kind of a cheap way to end that series.
Jean-Luc Picard becomes a Borg, right?
Yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Voyager in the 20 years it's been out.
Maybe they should have just called Discovery.
Yeah, they should just they should have gotten a spore drive. That would have been much handier than anything.
Yeah.
Spore drive could even beat a Borg ship.
Oh man.
You
Yeah, I
just go
stopped
into the
watching that after
Mycelium
the
network.
second season.
The magic fairyland.
Magic Fairyland.
Oh, well, it's on
With-
CBS
with-
now. If you don't want to pay for Star Trek Discovery Season 1, you can watch it. I think it's on Thursday nights on CBS.
Do the Federation and the Klingons ever go to war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up on that episode in our TOS watch. So
Oh, they do.
Oh, we are?
Mhm.
Yeah, and they do in TNG to an extent. There's like, I don't know if it's like a full-on war, but there's that one yesterday's Enterprise where it is, but
No, DS9, there's a whole season of it where they're at war.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where they,
a whole, and it's excellent too.
Yeah, it's basically like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's basically there's a struggle for power in the seat of the Klingon High Command and blah, 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 and one faction wants to
Well,
go
no,
forward.
it's because the Klingons want the Federation to join them in overtaking Cardassia so that they can make a stronghold against the Dominion. And the Federation's like, we just can't preemptively do that. They're like, fuck you, we're going in anyway. And by the way, you're also our enemy, because they start evacuating the Cardassians. And so, yeah, they go to war.
Okay,
Yeah. I love all those.
Do the Federation
politics
ever
and
go to
stuff.
war with anyone else but the Klingons?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cardassians, Romulans,
obviously.
and
Okay.
Dominion.
Well, I don't know. They never had a full-scale war with the Romulans.
Well, they kind of had a Cold War where they would, anytime they saw
certainly
each
had-
other,
Yeah, they
they'd
certainly
start
had
shooting.
Cold War and skirmishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like a full-on like invasion war, not
Right.
really.
Unless you count when the Romulans they signed that non-aggression pact with the Dominion, but that didn't last very long. I'm glad you're asking these questions, Rhino.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just throwing out like it's almost like just the little bits of information that I know, and like just because again, I said, my dad would be like you guys. He'd be able to sort of jump in here and have a conversation with you guys about everything and probably name episodes and this and that. But it's just for me watching bits of what he's seen. Anytime I've seen it on TV, I've always chucked it on. Like there was always a period of time when I would have been in my late teens. Star Trek would come on at like midnight, and I have my TV on in my room, and there'd be like 3 episodes all in a row. And sometimes they'd show 3 episodes of Voyager. Sometimes they might show 3 episodes of the original series. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch DS9, and I tried to, and Tim can attest to this because I asked him.
I'll do it with you. Like we can do it separate from Jeff because he's not there yet. I'll do it with you.
Yeah, like we'll get there, Jeff, but like at our current pace, we're about 4 years away. Because we have like 8 seasons of TNG and the movies to get through, plus another 2 seasons of 2.5 seasons of the original series. So it'll take us a long time to get there. But I started watching it, and I'm just like, man, I cannot stand Kira.
Yeah,
like it was hard for me to watch. I'm like, I think I like Mikey Spock better than I like Kira.
That's bad.
Like,
That's really bad.
Much.
Out of all of them,
goddamn Bajorans.
Now they offered that role to Michelle Forbes, right?
No.
Yeah, they wanted Ro to be in that role, and she turned him down. So,
Ro was kind of a bitch too. But
oh yeah, I think all
Bajoran
women are bitches.
Well, no, it was like Kira. It's just the whining about the occupation, and like she's like such a victim, and she's just an unlikable bitch. Like the rest of the characters, I aren't bad. I mean, I think early Bashir is pretty awful. But I
love that character though. I think he's my favorite.
I know for a fact he gets better. So I'm a little forgiving, and he's kind of just there in the first few episodes anyway. But man, God, I can't stand Kira.
Look at that.
The gap closed.
Out of all the series, or out of all the Star Trek series, and like the episodes that I've seen, I will say Deep Space Nine probably annoys me the most. It just because it's obviously they're not going out on any missions really or anything, are they?
Yeah, they go on missions. Yeah,
do they?
They do.
I don't think
even in the first couple episodes, they do. Like that part, is different. I'm not huge. I'm not crazy on it. I prefer a ship and a mission, but. There's enough there. Like that doesn't hold it back. I can't stand the Bajoran mysticism crap. I loathe it with a passion. And Kira is not a likable character for me. So that's my issue with DS9 primarily. Voyager kind of suffered some of the same things. Like I wasn't rooting for any of the characters. I kind of didn't give a shit about any of them.
I didn't care about any of those characters.
My favorite character in Voyager was probably that. I don't know. Is he an engineer or something? He's not number 2. He's the other dude that's always cheeky. And
what's he look like?
Yeah, the engineer is a half Klingon girl.
He looks like Ryan. No. Hold on.
I think in Paris.
Is he a white guy?
Paris.
Okay.
I don't know. He just seemed like a bit of a nonchalant, sort of guy.
Here's how bad it is. I think Janeway's my favorite character on the show. That's how much I dislike the characters on this show.
Oh, she is. She's my favorite. Tuvok is kind of boring.
Yeah. Very boring.
I don't dislike him. Like he doesn't do anything that's like aggravating or anything. He's just a boring character.
What's the chick with is she half Klingon? She's got the prints on her nose.
Yeah, that's B'Elanna Torres. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
I didn't like when she was just like I didn't like her. So the problem is like most of the characters are fine if they're just doing their thing and like they need to call down to engineering. Engineering. She replies like, hey, we need to, I need to recalibrate this, whatever the thing, and like if it's that kind of stuff, she's fine. But like when it's an episode that's centered around her character, doesn't hold up, and that's like the case with almost for me every single character on that show. As soon as they start doing the character-centric episodes, I'm like, I don't like I don't like, like I really don't want to see an episode where basically Tuvok goes into heat and he needs to fuck his hologram version of his wife.
Yeah.
Like, no thanks.
No, you know who, you probably, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to hate me for saying this, but you know who my favorite character is from Voyager? The Doctor.
Mm-hmm. He's actually a very popular pick for favorite character on the show.
Is, yeah.
I find him, again, he's a good character when the episode isn't about him. I can't stand him when the episode is. Like, he seems to me like
he's good in small doses.
Self-centered and needy.
There was an episode where there was something wrong with his programming or something. And he was somehow, was he linked to the holodeck or something? And I can't remember exactly. He thought that it was real.
See, that's what, the word I describe the crew of the Voyager is they're all needy. They're all very, very needy people.
Yeah.
And like, small doses, that's fine. But when you get into the episodes where it's just centered around them, it loses it for me. And I like a lot of the stories. That's the problem with that show. It's like there's some good stories in there. Like, I just couldn't get behind. I can't get behind the characters. Not like TNG has some awful episodes too. Of course, I mean they were on for 7 seasons, and there's some really shit episodes in there.
My least favorite character from Deep Space Nine would have to be, I think he's the chef. Is he a cook?
Quark, the Ferengi?
Yeah.
He's a bartender, bar owner.
Is that the one with the ears, the big ear things? No, not that one. Not that one.
You're thinking of Voyager then. You're thinking of Neelix.
Neelix. Fuck, he annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, he sucks.
Neelix is kind of a hated character.
Fuck off, Neelix. You're a pussy ass bitch. Get away.
Then he had that like kind of hot pixie looking girl as a wife the first season. So that made people even more mad.
Become some energy being when she got written off the show. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That made everyone else mad. That made everyone more mad because everyone hated him, and he's got this.
Like, you got rid of the good one. Yeah. I didn't dislike him because I feel like they didn't really use him that much. He was just, again, pretty background.
Just when he came in, he always seemed like that.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the characters. I hated the most. I didn't like the Doctor because the Doctor-centric episodes were annoying, and I like the actor. Like when he was in that Orville episode, I'm like, awesome, it's him. Like I like the guy, which is strange for me because I didn't like his character at all. Didn't like him. I can't stand Chakotay Bin Laden.
Oh yeah.
I really loathed him. He loathed the show, and it showed. He put like I think he put in the shit.
Two?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Chakotay Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
He's a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
He's got a tattoo on his face. He's badass.
Yeah, I hated his character with a passion. Like every episode that has anything to do with him, couldn't fucking stand it. And then I couldn't stand the mousy guy. What was his name? Fucking the one who was always pals with Paris.
The Asian guy?
Yeah, just an absolute wussy coward.
Harry
every
Kim?
single episode.
He was annoying.
Harry Kim.
The biggest pussy ever to put on a
big
uniform.
cuck. Yeah,
I agree.
big cuck.
He was annoying as hell.
I'm like, good God, how did you get through the academy?
I reckon Guy from Galaxy Quest is better than a lot of those characters.
I actually love Guy from Galaxy Quest.
Definitely
So do
better.
I.
Definitely better.
Yeah, he's funny. I like, if there's Voyager fans out there, I'm sure they're like, gritting their teeth at me.
Yeah,
but,
hating on you. Apparently, the Doctor was in Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah, he was.
I haven't seen Atlantis.
I'll tell you what, though, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Voyager and DS9, they're fucking infinitely better than fucking Discovery.
Yeah.
And almost anything on Earth is better than Picard. Like, Picard was, for me, The
Last Jedi.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah, like I said,
to take a character like that and just fucking...
Yeah.
And then the worst part is to have the actor, like, not only go along with it, but, like, actively be a part of it. And, like,
my
had
privilege.
a hand in it.
Yeah.
It would be like finding out that that Mark Hamill wrote The Last Jedi. That's Picard for me.
Yeah.
Can I ask, did anybody like Wesley Crusher when he was just Wesley Crusher on the show at the time? And everyone started to hate him afterwards? Or did everyone always just hate him?
Hated him.
He was pretty complained about pretty early on. I'm sure there were some fans, particularly like in this age group, that probably liked him. But I was not one of them. Like, he could have been fine if they just like not used him to save the ship like fucking umpteen times in 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what was interesting though? The other night when Andre told us that Rudy was like one of the last runner-ups and it was going to be more like a bad boy character.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah. And I like the actor too. So
that would have been so much better.
I know.
For that show, it would have fit. It would have given something like for Picard to have like a struggle with Beverly Crusher about.
Yeah.
You know, and then he could play almost like the, you know, like disrespects Picard because he blames Picard for his father's death. That whole thing, like, I never understood why Wesley Crusher kind of idolized Picard when, like, you would think the kid going through a tragedy as his age wouldn't be quite so understanding of the circumstances. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it didn't make sense to me that he just was never bitter about basically his dad being in command or Picard being in charge when his dad, you know, died. It wasn't necessarily Picard's fault, but like a kid wouldn't understand that.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Yep.
And it's just Wesley ended up being such a smug character half the time too.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't help that basically the actor who plays him, like at least now, is fucking really smug asshole.
Yeah.
So it just kind of fits it, but like, you weren't acting at all. Like that was kind of you.
Yep.
The poll is really close, guys. Holy gosh.
11
if you haven't voted, I'd put the link in there. So definitely check it out. I also dropped the link in the chat for our Star Trek TOS watch party tomorrow night. We're gonna have trivia with it as well from last week's episodes, or Tuesday's episodes actually. So yeah, I went ahead and created that stream. 9:15 p.m. tomorrow. Yep, gonna be fun. We got 2 episodes. What are the episodes tomorrow? What is it? A Taste of Armageddon and This Side of Paradise tomorrow. So it's gonna be fun.
No, Anna said the other night, Taste of Armageddon's one of her favorites. I remember it being pretty good.
No kidding.
Yeah, like a moral Twilight Zone type message.
Okay.
Okay. But the other one is kind of weird. That's all I'm gonna say. So
okay. Still the same amount of votes, guys. So
yeah,
I think we might be that might be the end on that poll.
Yeah.
Right there.
How many did we get? We got 26 people voted.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, everyone, for playing in our trivia.
Oh my God! I was getting ready to say that. You guys,
that's probably the biggest participation we've had.
Made sure that Dick
20 something.
Oh, good, Daniel. That'd be fun to have you in the chat, man, for sure. I believe we're still planning on doing Monday night. It looks like it's gonna be 10 o'clock. I think is what me and Greg decided on. We're actually going to do just a full-on trivia stream, just trivia, 5 categories, 10 questions each. And we're gonna that's what we're gonna start doing on Monday nights. So 10 o'clock Mondays. So if you guys want to play some more trivia with all kinds of different categories, come join us on Monday. I will just make sure to follow my Twitter or my other social media, and I we'll tweet it out. I'm sure Tim and Rhino and Greg will share it as well too. And Tom, if you're available at that time, you can pop on too, man.
Unfortunately, I'll probably be working at most of those times.
10 p.m. Monday night for trivia. Just a trivia stream. That's it. 5 categories, 10 questions each.
Which time Monday night?
It'll be 10 p.m. Central.
Probably still be on Toxic Femme, but if not,
you guys go for what? Usually like an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah, usually about 2 hours.
Well, there's 5 quizzes, so you might miss maybe the second one, but you might be able to at least get in for like the last 3 or something.
Yeah, we didn't want to make it too late Monday. Sorry, Tom, it's going to overlap you a little bit. Sorry about that.
No,
we just didn't want to go too late, and Monday was the only time we could actually get it in. So
it's one of those things, you know.
I can tell you 2 of the categories that I have questions done for sure and locked in. There'll be some. One category will be movie quotes, and another category is going to be. Now, these questions, I think they're not going to be in the same vein as these Star Wars ones. These Star Wars ones I make deliberately tougher because this audience is geared to have a much higher than average knowledge of Star Wars compared to the normal public. Apparently, with the exception of what'd you place there, Dickfoot?
Dickfoot, 14th. Get it right.
Oh yeah. What was the difference in points between 14th and 15th? Anyway. So one category is going to be movie quotes. The other category, so far for sure, is going to be The Office.
Oh shit!
Oh, you're good.
Oh my god!
The Office.
Then the next one that I have the questions I think lined up for is going to be. I think one of the categories every week is going to be centered around an actor or an actress, and this one's it's going to be Val Kilmer.
Oh,
okay, cool.
So it might be name the movie that it starts with a certain person from, or here's the character name. What's the movie?
Lord Vader, keep that question in mind. We'll answer it next time since we're getting ready to try to wrap up here. I know Tom needs to go. I know a couple of us need to bounce off. But we will get that question next time. So just remember that when we'll get to it. So, Rhino, your Mandalorian season 1 review is coming out soon, right?
Yeah. That should be out. I'm hoping to actually get home from work maybe tomorrow and get that finished. So that should be out hopefully tomorrow. Awesome. And then I'll be getting stuck back into the Disney Star Wars continuity until The Mandalorian comes out. And hopefully I can sort of coincide that finishing off that series with The Mandalorian season 2 reviews. So come over and check those out. What else? Oh, I've got another idea for a video. I've spoken to these guys about it. I'm trying to adapt it a little bit more and just tweak it a little bit, and hopefully I can get another series of videos going. So we'll see how it goes. But
and you got Casual Rage on Friday morning for us Americans, correct? Yes.
Yep. Casual Rage Friday mornings. It's been actually pretty good. It's sort of just evolved into sort of my own little mini EFAP on certain things. We had a bit of fun putting the Marvel, the MCU in order.
That was fun to listen to. Yeah.
So that was really good. I think we took a little bit too long getting our own order together. I should have just gone, let's talk about this when he talks about it. Just give me a yes or a no. Don't tell me why. Don't tell me this. Anyway. But it was still a lot of fun. So please do come and check that out. If you're in Australia, it's Friday night. It's midnight Friday night. And if you're in America, it's Friday morning. So, yeah, come over and check that out.
What about if you're in England?
Don't ask.
Afternoon, I think it's afternoon.
Late afternoon. Eastern daylight savings time now.
No, in England it's like 6 hours in front of us, so that would be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Friday. 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
That's right.
No excuses.
So check it out. You always have some good guests on, and they have a good time on there. I apologize I wasn't able to make it on this past Friday. I was up till like almost 5 o'clock in the morning working on stuff for my channel, so I wasn't able to make it on. But it's always a fun time. Always, guys, go check that out. Make sure you sub to Raging Rhino. Greg, you've got Greg's always there. Yep. Greg, what else? What do you got going on, man?
Just the lower decks. We got one more episode to go, and then we're on to Star Trek Discovery Season 3.
Ugh.
So I'll be doing weekly reviews of those. Might do some other videos as stuff comes up. I do kind of want to do a video about the game, but not quite sure how I want to approach it.
Okay.
I might have an opinion that ruffles some feathers.
And of course, you'll be with me on the Star Trek watch party to later today, 9:15 p.m. tonight. Then Monday for the trivia stuff. So got
shit,
that,
I
and then
make the trivia that. God dang it!
And then we've got Star Trek watch more Star Trek watch togethers on Tuesday nights about 11 o'clock. Well, actually, probably gonna be like 10 o'clock if they haven't fixed my internet by then. So, but yeah, we'll see. Tim, what do you got coming up, man?
Yeah, I put out 2 videos today because I don't have time during the week to make them, to be quite honest. One's on Bane and one's on the Rebel Squadron's pronouns.
I watched your pronouns.
And it's a little bit of a different take
here in a bit. Yeah,
it's a little bit of a different take on it, and there's some chuckles in there too, some funny stuff. So very short. I think one's 5 and one's 3 minutes. Check those out. Tomorrow night, or I guess it is tomorrow night, Monday, I'll release The Tavern, which I recorded Friday night with better lighting this time. Thanks for the tip, Jeff. And then we'll just see what kind of news happens, throughout the week and make some videos. So,
and congratulations on hitting 100 subscribers this week, man.
Yeah, 110 today.
Nice.
So,
well done.
Congratulations.
That's gosh,
awesome.
I've only been doing it about 7-8 weeks, so that's more than I could expect. So, thanks to you guys for all the support.
No, well, your content's good. Again, it's not like you're putting any mayo on it, to extend the time. You're just giving your thoughts. This is how stupid this is, or this is how good this is, or whatever, and you get straight to the point. It's fantastic. I think.
Thank you very much.
Great. I just recently hit over 1,000 watch hours, which was awesome.
I thought you were going to say subscribers. I'm like, all right, we got you there.
Quite. 700, still at 700 subs, but yeah, I just hit my first 1,000 watch hours. So thank you everyone for that too.
Okay, Mega Jetty, we'll do. And I hit my 4,000 watch hours, so I'm just trying to figure out the whole AdSense thing to get it going. So hopefully after tomorrow we can get that started. And
good deal.
Nice. Yeah, Tom, what do you got going on this week, man?
Subscribe to Kenobi.
See Kenobi.
Yes.
Go and watch his top 5.
Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of big things happening at Midnight's Edge. I can't say too much right now, so just stay tuned.
I'm going to go find that Star Trek info, though, Tom. That sounds...
Yeah, that was a video we
I have so many questions
today. Yeah, it was quite a bit of discussion we had about that whole thing.
That's awesome. And you guys usually do like live Lower Deck reviews, right, on Thursdays?
We haven't done them yet this week.
Okay.
Things have been kind of out of whack, but yeah, hopefully we'll get to that soon too.
Cool. Definitely go subscribe to Midnight Edge. Tim and Tom and everybody over there does really, really great stuff there.
And Midnight
of course, you guys, and yes, I put both links in the chat, so definitely check it out.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Tom. We appreciate having you, man.
Always.
Tim, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you being here as well, and of course, my fellow co-host Raging Rhino and Lost Jedi 22. Thank you guys for being here.
And thank you, Mara and
Ryan
earlier as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it was a fun show. We had a good time. Yeah, thank you all in the chat for being here and supporting us and subscribing to everybody and just helping us all out, just having a good time. Playing the trivia, having that many people in trivia was great. We're gonna do it again next week. I love this trivia stuff. It's fun. So definitely.
Yeah.
And
be there for the Star Trek tomorrow night because there's trivia in that. So
I'm sure
if you like Star Trek at all or want to see me and Greg go at it, well, I guess Jeff too, then show up.
Trivia is becoming a big thing. I think everyone loves a bit of trivia.
I think so too. Yeah, it's just something different we decided to do, and it seems that people are enjoying it. So I'm sure down the road we have more different trivia streams. We'll probably get Tom on a bunch more for that, try to get him on as well. Because I know, well, some people might not want him on because the way he kicked everybody's ass in the '80s movie trivia game. Oh my god, he kicked the shit out of everybody in that game. Wow, that was a slaughter. But definitely, if you guys aren't subscribed to me as well, since October 1st, I've been putting out consistent horror Halloween content, pumpkin beat reviews. We're doing watch parties. We got horror movie reviews coming out. All kinds of stuff I'll be doing. So check that out. Reactions to some cool stuff. So got a lot of stuff planned for this month, and also giveaways we're going to be starting next week. Digital copies, physical copies of movies, like merchandise, things like that. So definitely check out the channel for that. That'll be coming out this week. So thank you all, and we will see you guys next week. We appreciate you joining us here for the Raging Geek Jedi Show episode. What's this one again?
Oh,
28.
28. Almost to 30. We are there.
We're moving.
It's so much fun. I love doing this show.
It's
such a great highlight of my week. So
yeah.
Again, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you guys.
Tom, Tim, thanks to my host. Thanks to the chat.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time. Have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you on the Star Trek Watch Party tomorrow night. See you guys.
Later.